Time now for the black and white take with Justin Sofro.
And I don't know who I have to please sexually. You don't need a leg read to jerk you off. I will whore myself out for anybody.
And Julian Giannotti.
He is very raw.
I just slide into bed and she doesn't even know.
It might be long, it might be kind of cringe, but I'm still going to do it anyway.
Pleasing you.
I'm good.
I hope you're proud of yourself, because what you've done is proved without a shadow of a doubt you are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
This is the black and white take with Justin Sofro and Julian Giannotti on the Bianconeri Zone.
We're here. We're finally here. We're finally here. It's not me. It's not me. Don't blame it on me this time. It's not Juice Daddy. Juice Daddy's not doing this. It's your boy, Julian, who's actually the reason we're late today. But what is up, everybody? Welcome in to the After Dark Live show. Julian Giannotti. I'm giving you headlining credit now. Justin Sofro. What is up, guys? How y'all doing?
I think that's my first tardy.
Okay, I would say not your first ever, but yeah.
I know. I think it was my first ever. When I start lives, I am 5 o'clock ready to rock.
Nah, I don't think so. I think there's been a couple times you've been late. You've been late. I mean, it's fine. We'll give you credit. You are the most attentive one here on the channel.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate everybody that's tuned in already. Sorry for everybody who had to wait for us. It's been a mess. I'm exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep hitting this mic because it's in a different spot now, and I don't know what to do. Anyway, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon. If you don't already know, After Dark, what we do here, we talk Juve, but we also talk some other nonsense. Obviously, given the time of the year it is right now, we're going to have other conversations, other topics that we want to talk about. We're going to throw them in, but we're going to try to do a better job. I think last week we did a really good job of moving back and forth between the two. Honestly, I feel like a lot of Juve talk dominated last time, though, because there was a lot to talk about. Yep. And there still is a lot to talk about. There's still, if I'm being honest, I ranted a little bit in my video that I did yesterday, but I was missing from the channel. I got to pick up my kid. So while you were getting your feelings out and you were talking, the people through their emotions, I was having to deal with a toddler who now is right at the perfect height of just hitting me in the nuts. So right after Juve hits me in the nuts, toddler comes in. Luca comes in hard. So that's what my last couple of days have been. But yeah, like I said, I've been adjusting things here in the studio that I have here. Now I actually have a real desk instead of a beer pong table. Let's be honest, it was kind of a beer pong table. That's basically what I was using it on. So every time I'd hit the table, you'd see it shake. It may still shake a little bit, but nothing compared to how it used to do. It used to just be like, earthquaking. Anyway.
I can show you.
Yeah, no, it's good. We'll pretend like we're professionals here. Yeah. But anyway, appreciate everybody that's in here. Like I said, smash the like, all that good stuff. Julian, how you doing, sir? What's up with you?
Nothing. Like I said, first time tardy in a while. I'll take that one on the chin, no problem. I'm bigger than that. I'm big enough to admit my mistakes and my wrongs. Mm-hmm. I want to check in on people who regularly watch the channel. Did anybody watch the latest The Pick Is In?
Yeah, I'm not trying to come at you people, but you've been disappointing us.
Not even because of that.
Oh, we're not lecturing. We're not lecturing people.
Yeah, we can if you want.
Also,
you can do that part.
I'm really not gonna put it on you people. I'm putting it on Ale. He had like 7 videos in the span of like 6 hours, either shorts or videos. I get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead with your point though.
We just tried something. There was something going on with facial hair, and no one seemed to click in. Not
a single person. Last night, actually, it's funny that you say that. I totally forgot that I did that. Totally forgot.
Go rewatch.
That your boy. Just a sec. All right. That's your boy did a little bit of this. That you got me to do that. But you got me to make an ass out of myself doing that. Not a single person commented on it or knows. I also don't know. People could do what I do, which is turn the video on. And then, if you have, I guess, YouTube Premium or whatever, you can close it out and just listen, kind of thing. True. Maybe podcast it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of which, shout out to me. Close that gap a little bit on you. Not as much as I would have liked, because I thought it could have been a 1-point game if it were not for kind of the youngsters coming. I see some people already commenting on the youngsters. I see Vince over here saying, if the youngsters don't start soon, I might be done for the season. Shout out to the youngsters. If it weren't for them and their play coming in, I would have been sitting better. If we're going to be honest, for the pick is in. But
what did I say to you at the end of that? Or when I was making my picks?
Oh, you told me you definitely tried to. Well, okay, first of all, I don't want you to come in here and bullshit me and try to say, what I was doing here, Justin, is I was trying to give you a chance because you were so shit at doing this and your picks
I said it during the video. That we did.
Yeah.
I said it way before the actual result happened. I'm not retracting anything. I said it way before.
I also have an idea. Ways to change the pick is in that might be more interesting for us. Maybe put real shekels on it. What I'm saying is, each pick is a 10-piece.
Oh my goodness, 10-piece, eh?
And instead, I think I had taken notes. Let me pull up my notes right here. I think what I had said was my.
So I'd be up $30.
So basically, well, not exactly, because we'd have to reformat everything, because you wouldn't have gotten points in certain situations. I wouldn't have gotten points, or you know what I mean. Where like if we both pick the same one, we break even. Neither one of us is making money off that one. But the ones that we differentiate on, that'll be one where it might be more funny, me actually losing real money to you.
True.
To be honest.
That would be funny. That would make me smile.
So that's one way I thought about doing and making it more engaging with the pick is in. I think I'd put that down there. That was kind of my idea. We'll talk about it in the future. Maybe we'll switch it up a little bit. But I think it'd be funnier. Instead of points, you'd have the dollars. You'd have the dollar amount that I'm losing to you because Juventus. And honestly, right now, you did say this, so I'll give you your credit. I'll give you your due. When it came to Juve, I kind of went back to what I said I was going to do, which was a lot of fading Juventus.
Yeah.
Fading Juventus. And you did not. You tried to be more positive. And you paid the price for Max Allegri.
I paid the price for that one.
You paid the piper.
Yeah. I did, yeah. And like you said, we'll get into what you said in your video, because I did my whole spiel. Obviously, the post game reaction. I did a live for an hour. I wasn't expecting to do an hour.
There we go.
But I feel like that was one of my better ones.
Yeah, it was really good. It would seem like you guys had a lot. I mean, you somehow had a lot of fun doing it. But I think it's at this point we're all in the same boat of like we know what the bleep we're getting with Juventus.
Yeah.
Like we know. What's up, Gadian? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Rajat? What's up, 10 Toes Down? What is up, everybody? Appreciate it. Rick Olsey, my guy. Like shout out Vince already. If I missed anybody else earlier, Zero, Dan Bernide. What's up, guys? I think at this point, it's just we're demanding change, and we're just begging for it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's frustrating to like. The only way I can really describe this, and people may not like hearing this, or people may get upset at me for saying this, but it seems like the club's okay with mediocrity. Like we continue to be okay with it, and we continue to excuse it away. And I just like at this point, like it's just funny. Like sitting in retrospect, I look at the summer mercado in a blanket, and I just think about how many people, and like no offense to our, I know that we have plenty of our members that are checking in from all over the world that are asleep right now. They'll be watching this later. Misak, maybe he'll be waking up. He's one of them. And and I get it. Living in reality, saying Juventus are they're in a budget deficit. They have an issue right now. They can't afford all this.
Yep.
I mean, if you're okay with that, then like people. Now, I'm not calling it Misak, but I'm just saying I remember Misak saying that about it, and a lot of people are okay with excusing that away as an excuse for Juventus not buying maybe some of the players that they could have gotten, and maybe go instead of pursuing Milinkovic Savic, whoever else you want to say. But at the same time, how can you be? I mean, you should be okay in this then. Like you should be saying this is fine. I expect this because we can't. We don't have money anyway. So why is it not okay to lose Champions League matches? We're
1-4 in the Champions League against a pretty it's a pretty Benfica they're good. There's no, but I said so many times that the defense that they have is gettable, and you can attack them and you can succeed. And I was right. Like teenagers did that. And I'm not just getting at Benfica here though. We're 1-4 in Champions League. Two out of our six summer signings are available and have been available this season. Kostic and Milik. Bremer a bit before he actually went down. He was a tank at one point, but he's gone down unfortunately. So Kostic and Milik are the only, like, going back to your point about the summer signings, it's been horrible, whatever. I'm gonna ask you this because, like you said, we as a fan base can't go off mediocrity. We can't accept mediocrity, and we have at this point because mediocre summer, way less than mediocre start to the season.
Yeah.
If you're in charge, what is your first move?
Me personally, my very first move. I mean, the coach. The coach is done. The coach is the guy I'm moving.
So you're coach out first.
I mean, I guess you could argue player adjustments. Like, okay. I see where you're going with this. Okay. You jumped me with this one. Let's say this.
Jump you?
No, I know what you mean. But I guess initially the first thing that comes to my head is removing the coach. But I also understand the other issues surrounding that, the money, yada, yada, yada. I guess the easiest thing to do, probably the most beneficial thing to do, is making a move on the player choices. Who's playing matches? Who we're using? Bonucci, sit your ass on the bench. You know, those kind of situations. Utilizing younger talent.
Yeah. So you're the head of you're Agnelli.
Yeah.
The first thing you do is can Allegri, right?
I to me that just it's the most common sense thing to do. I mean, to me at this point.
Is it just him or is it everybody involved?
You mean like everybody? What do you mean by that? Do you mean by everybody on his staff, or do you mean management-wise? Because we're not getting to management yet. Like,
not the management, not Nedved, not Cherubini, not what's his name, Arrivabene.
It's very difficult for me to say. I mean, I think in most situations, I unfortunately have lots of experience of rooting for teams where they can coaches. During seasons recently happened a lot, and a lot of times you use those guys in a staff to slow the bleeding to get through the rest of the season. But if we're going to be honest, you're probably going to see the same result throughout the season because those are the same guys that are practicing, that are working with them each and every day, and they probably have some of the same kind of ideas, formulas, practice behaviors, whatever it is, as well as. But remember the arguments that we had for why do I always Landucci? You know what I mean? 2 times that he coached, but then he had one time that was a stinker, obviously. Yeah. 1 or 2 times maybe. But I do know, obviously, those games that stick out, the Roma match, obviously one of the most fun games that I've remembered in recent years, if we're being real.
And to be honest, that's a fluke.
Yeah. That's fair. Sorry.
No problem. So the first thing you do, so you would keep the backroom staff and you'd fire Allegri. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I think at this point in the season, it's too much to go get a whole set of new guys. It's too much. I personally think.
Okay. I would do fire sale. Gone. Everybody.
The whole set.
Everybody who has a coaching badge is gone.
Okay, well, tell me this.
I'm not saying fire the kitchen staff or whatever. I'm not saying fire the chefs.
Right.
I'm saying whoever steps on the Contenassa field. Mm-hmm. Minus Nedved, minus Arrivabene, minus Cherubini. They all got to go.
Okay.
Because it's an on-the-pitch problem.
All right, then tell me this. What do you do with replacing every single man?
Figure it out. If you're hiring... No, but if you go and hire the next guy, I don't know who it is. Mm-hmm. Let's say... this is hypothetical. If it's, for example, hypothetically, Tommy Tukes. He knows people that are... and he'll have people with him that are assistant coaches, that are athletic trainers, that are physiotherapists, and you just gotta go. Like, I'm sure you can go call the medical people in Italy and say, "Hey, give me a doctor."
Yeah, the only thing I don't know is like how many guys, especially living in America where there's so many, people coaching. Like I think about what's happened here recently, and where I live in the coaching staffs. How many guys can just drop whatever they're doing for a temporary gig? That's just gonna, or unless you're
Well,
looking
this
at,
wouldn't be temporary at this point.
You're
right?
saying Tuchel. You're saying get Tuchel. He's here.
Yeah,
and he's doing the job. Okay.
Yeah, because if you get a guy with prestige pedigree like a Tommy Tukes, he has his home. He knows his people. He has his own people.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about two, I guess, very different approaches to how we're moving forward with Juventus. Because in my mind, I'm still stuck with it. And real quick, shout out Malik. Thank you for pushing this. Definitely, guys. Let's try. It's going to be a hard push right now, especially with the way Juventus is performing.
Yeah.
Because we notice, obviously, the growth. It's different. When when there's news happening, when it's fun, when it's going, people are showing up. But when Juventus is doing what they've been doing, it's a little bit harder to get people to be really interested in wanting to really hear what we're going to have to say about Juventus, especially us. Because, we're going to be real with you. We're not going to lie. We're not going to BS you. I'm not going to blow any smoke up your cheeks. Those cheeks are not getting smoke up them. Anyway, but shout out. We at least would love to get to 4K by 5K before the end before 2023. Oh yeah. Okay. At least 4K. At least 4K would be nice. 2 months we can do it. Anyway, guys, hit the like button as well if you're in here. What I would say, in my mind and the way I'm going about this, obviously, is sticking with the idea of you're going to go ahead and you're going to basically be stuck waiting to the end of the season before you get a head coach in here.
Yeah, you're saying Montero, keep the backroom staff, Conte, Summer, everybody out.
Everything we've been talking about recently. Yeah, basically that. And, Conte's probably who I'm looking at. And I know there's people here on the channel who don't agree with it. I know Zero doesn't agree with that. I know Alejandro does not agree with it. He's strong against it. I think so many people are so honed in on Champions League success when it comes to this. And I need performance in Serie A again. I need winning Serie A. Because again, Serie A is not the Premier League. It's not a league where you can be 5th place and win the Champions League. It ain't happening. Or, 4th place, obviously. But
it's a process.
Exactly. So, to me, you have to be... you really need to be winning. You need to go back to our old ways of Juventus dominating the Serie A for me to feel comfortable and to dare dream about winning the Champions League.
It's a rebuild. We're in a new process here.
I understand the money's important, but to my personal feelings, I don't care about, to me, it's not exciting to go get to the round of 16 and bail out once again.
No.
It's just not me. It's not me.
It's let's relate it to North American sports. Juventus is a classic team that's a tweener between contender and a playoff team, because that's like making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Round of 16, right?
Yeah.
So if you're middling in that kind of pack, teams in North America usually bail and say, okay, we can't do this anymore, and they rebuild. Yeah. They're not at contender status because we're not, and we haven't been since when? 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
So at this point, a rebuild is on the cards, and I think it has to happen. Also, another thing, going back to coaches and the approach here, if we had serious people, you and I, if we had an infinite budget, not infinite, but like the budget we know
Juventus should be
that could be at our disposal.
Yeah.
I saw Aston Villa take Villarreal's coach, buy him. They bought a coach. Mm-hmm. I saw Chelsea buy Brighton's coach.
Yeah.
Chelsea haven't lost a game since they got Graham Potter.
Yeah.
That's serious to me.
Yeah.
Aston Villa getting Unai Emery, a serial European winner.
Yeah.
That's serious to me. And to them, or to Aston Villa, they're like 16th in the Premier League. Yeah. I get the money. I get but going off what you said, if we're serious and we want to do that, go buy a coach. It looks like we can buy coaches now.
Yeah, I see. Luca Kondo mentioned that. I think Luca. You also may have mentioned in a previous video to me to do better in my pronunciation, and I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I have Italian heritage, but that shit's out the window. Like that, it's gone. It's gone. My great grandfather who came from there is dead. Nobody's working with me. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You're lucky I'm not everything I'm saying is twangy. but shout out, appreciate you watching our videos. I'll do my best. You got a great first name. That's also the name of my son. Anyway, so shout out. But anyway, I think here's my thing: is do I have the confidence? Also, well, there's two things. There's two parts of this, and this seems so ingrained in almost every aspect of sport now. And it's not even just Juventus. Everywhere, freaking Louisville. Louisville basketball, Cardinals, here. You guys don't know who they are probably, but whatever. Here, they just went and hired a new head basketball coach. And this is, Louisville basketball, if you don't know, is like one of the premier basketball programs in the country, right? You know, it's not UCLA, North Carolina, or UCLA, really. UCLA isn't even UCLA anymore. It's not North Carolina, it's not Duke. I'll say it's not Kentucky, but, you know,
Dookie.
It's a rival. But anyway, it's the next slot is what it is. It's top 6, which is what Juve really is. It's top 7. It's a top 7 club in the world. So it's basically they're basically equivalent. And my issue is we don't always have to go for the guy who has history, who is associated with the club or is Italian even. I love it. Obviously, I'm an Italian shill. A lot of the reason that I'm a fan of this is all intertwined to that. But I also understand that it doesn't need to do that. Though, I do need to realize that if it's Juventus, they're probably going to make a move that is Italian or Juventus former player.
Yep.
People are going to throw out the Zinedine Zidane idea.
No.
It's not happening. He's like, I mean, you sent out the video to us in our private chat of what Thierry was basically saying.
Henry.
It ain't happened. Like,
he literally said no.
He was kind of a dick
waiting for France. Yeah, he was.
he was a dick. I mean, he was everything I think about a Frenchman. That's exactly, as an American, you know, Italians, both of us. That's probably what we think of the French right there. Yeah. So I'm not even entertaining the idea of Zinedine Zidane. Would it be cool? Yeah, it'd be cool, but it's not happening. Again, I put out Conte because it makes sense. It makes absolute sense for Juventus because of his history. It's an opportunity for him to better himself. I see plenty of people in the chat that are actually here that are saying it's the wrong decision. And it could be, but to me, again, it's not about the long-term picture. It's about the short-term. And that's what you were talking about just a second ago. And I apologize. I go off the rails all the time. But
good.
Is that you were talking about this being a rebuild. And the saddest part to me is that this is a rebuild. And what I mean by that is, what have we been doing for the last couple of years? What have we been doing for 2.5, 3 years? Like, if we're being honest, like...
I think we couldn't accept it. So we, as in the management, couldn't accept a proper rebuild. And now they're saying that they're saying the right things at the beginning of the year, saying, oh, next gen team.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you see desperation of the next gen team. You weren't seeing them being used before, but you're still starting DeShilio. You're still starting Quadrado McKennie every game. Well, now you throw in Illing and Sule and Moretti in against a major European team in Benfica, and they succeed. Who would have thought? Those players have succeeded at every level they've been in.
Yeah.
Those players in particular. I'm not saying every U19, every or U23J, right. Whatever team. But those three in particular have succeeded at every level they've been in. And you can add, well, I'm not going to add Fagioli, to be honest, because he hasn't really succeeded. But those three in particular have let it run, rebuild.
Yeah. Repeat those three again. Sorry, I was reading through.
Sule, Illing, Moretti at this point.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Those are three guys that I'm pretty comfortable with going in. It's just like, can we just say real quick that like what Allegri did was a dick move, right?
Absolutely,
that was a dick move. It turned out pretty good, or at least it worked out with the players that came in the short term, which is also an indictment on obviously the older players. It's time to retire and put them out to pasture at this point. I'm with you guys on that one. Or not even just the older players, but obviously guys we talk about every single day. Quadrado, McKennie, these guys just not doing their job. And the fact that we keep having guys like Minetti on the bench, who Minetti was doing well at the beginning of the season. He had one bad game, and he went to the void.
Yep. I was going to say, you're past it, especially a guy like Bonucci, when old man geriatric Alexandra with a bad hip comes in and does better and replaces you. Like, Bonucci has to understand you're toast.
Yeah.
Kostic got outplayed by Illing. Kostic was our best player, though, out of the starting 11. But Elon came on and dusted that bug guy like so many times. And then Sule came on and dusted his people too. And it was creative and inventive. Mm-hmm. And Cuadrado ain't it. Run with them for now. Run with them.
Yep. No, I agree. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I'll just throw these up here. Rick Aussie, shout out. I agree with your points. Maybe sometimes I just don't really have much commentary except for just you guys need to vent, let it out. Let it all out. This is what we're here for. You're not going to be what I'm going to say this is what I mean is like on the channel what we do here, I am open to everybody's voicing their opinion, and I think as fans we need that. Like as
long as it's respectable.
Yeah, as long as it's respectable. The D-head may be a little harsh, Rick, but I feel your pain. I feel like you're throwing it out there.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Actually, wait, you say stuff. Wait, yeah, I didn't know when you said that.
No, dickhead's fine.
Yeah, say dickhead. That's fine. It's after dark. That's what we say. You can cuss.
Yeah.
Apologize. My guy. Yes. Yes. Sorry, Guardian. Anyway, but yeah, I think this is a spot though. I really do want y'all to be able to voice your opinions, get it out there because. I just think there's so much of it. Like I get wanting to be positive, and I get wanting to believe that there's a, that Juventus is always going to make the right decisions. But it's just I've seen enough proof that not only Juventus doesn't do it, but just normal people every single day in sports continue to fail. Yep. Dynasties aren't easy things to come by. So I'm trying to think exactly how I want to go about it. So I guess let's go in this way. I want to hear from you as a coaching perspective.
Yep.
You've seen the players, you've seen the way they perform.
Yep.
Obviously, we know what players that we, you know what I mean. The players we're done with. The players we're ready to move on from. I put a lot of it still in Allegri, but just tell me this. Just what's your okay? You asked me at the beginning of this live. What would be your first move? What would be your first move? Is it the coach or is it players right now?
Oh, it's coach and staff, and I'm including staff because I need my players to be available. I can't have 8 first-team players not available at one time.
Okay,
that's ludicrous. That is ludicrous.
Are you getting his full-time replacement now, or are you waiting? Or are you doing a in between?
If I'm shooting everybody out the door, I'm getting his full-time replacement now.
Okay, because
I need him to have people with ideas to bring in as well that he trusts.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's pivot this over to the players then. You're the coach. You're the new coach. Whether you're Conte, whether you're Tuchel, whether you're Zinedine.
Next guy in. Yeah,
whoever you are. Whatever.
Yeah.
Montero. Whoever you are. What is your first move? Who are you moving? Who are you moving around? What's your starting lineup? Because you talked about this. I think it was either you or Ale talked about it recently. Maybe it was a podcast. Maybe it was I apologize. I've been watching a lot. Unlike Ale, I watch all of our stuff. I watch all of it. It's good stuff. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. I like to hear what they say too. So hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But what have you brought up? I think you brought it up. Basically something along the lines of if you look at almost any other squad, they don't change. They're the same, like 11 guys. Most places.
Me. That's what I say.
Okay, I thought it was you. You said that, and that stuck with me. I was like, you know what that is? Because like I come in every single game not knowing what I'm going to get. Like
exactly,
you're going to get some conglomeration of shit. Like just shit. I guess that's the only way I can really say it. Sometimes it works out.
I can't tell you who's starting at any given week when we have some players available. If we have nobody available, I can tell you exactly who's playing. Yeah. So at this point, but before I name any lineup, I'm stripping the captaincy from Bonucci, and I'm giving it, and I'm definitely not giving it to Cuadrado, but I'm giving it to Vlahovic. Take your pick. One of those guys who you think you can do better, or who's more prominent, because Bonucci is not seeing the field on my team anymore.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm gonna stop. But that was a very interesting topic that I really just didn't put enough value into. Honestly, was the idea of who the bleep should be the real captain. Because like the last game, and I'm sorry, it's just because I haven't had the time to vent except for when I shot a video. Like I've been as much of a defender of Bonucci as anybody. Like because I respect what he's done. I appreciate it. Whatever. Yada yada yada. You're done, son. Like, it's time to move on. Like, if you're anybody, I don't care who you are on that pitch, your captain cannot be the worst player on that pitch. And at times, he was the worst player on that pitch.
Absolutely.
He's not leading
What's the
anybody.
point?
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Like, to me, I don't know. To me, it almost also makes me wonder. I mean, obviously, it's a big loss. Chiellini, him leaving was a big loss. But I think the amount that we lost, not even just him playing on the pitch, just his presence, how important that was, and it shows right now.
Absolutely, Bremer's never coming in here and being Chiellini 2.0. That was never happening. He was coming in and being Serie A Defender of the Year in a new team, in a new system. That's who Bremer was coming in to be, which is fair. He's not young, but like he's 25. He's still like getting used to the system, getting used to a big club. So, Bonucci, brother, your time's passed. Were you good in the past? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is your time done? Absolutely. I'm sorry. Spreading out your contract for another year? No. No. Like, that's another thing. No. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, in this particular time, sorry, you asked me about the coaching stuff.
I was wondering if you'd be like, you asked me a question, can I answer the damn question?
Sorry.
Can I do it? No, go ahead.
At this point in time, it has to be 3 at the back still, it has to be 5 in midfield, and it has to be 2 up front because of the players that we're missing currently. Just real quick time out, I apologize. Guys, it can't be Locatelli right now. I see 3 people saying Locatelli. He hasn't been a leader. He hasn't shown the qualities right now. It can't be Locatelli right now. I'm sorry. I would love when he came in, I would love for him to potentially step up and be that guy. It ain't him right now. It's not. You know what the issue is with Locatelli? We don't know if he's starting every game.
Yeah.
Because of how he's been performing. Now we do because he's one of the only fit midfielders we have. But when there are other people fit, we have no idea if he's playing. And that's an issue. That can't be our captain. Vlahovic, if he's healthy and he's not resting, he's playing.
Dan, love you. I'll give him time. Not as captain.
Yeah.
I'll give him time, and then he can earn the captaincy. Exactly. It's not something you just step into. Like, for being honest, Dybala, when he got captaincy, and people were talking about that, did he earn it?
Yeah. So
right, continue on. Sorry, I apologize.
No, it's okay. So at this moment in time, we have limited players as is. So you just got to keep running at 3-5-2. Bonucci out. Sorry. Is it 3-5-2 without? Yeah, because Bremer's not available. See, this is the issue that you have now. Mm-hmm. What's Allegri supposed to do? You have to play Bonucci.
Yeah. As long as you're playing a 3-5-2, yeah.
If you start Rugani, Gatti, and Danilo. Do you want to do that? I mean, if we're saying how bad Bonucci is, do you want to do that?
Yeah. No, I don't. That's why I was saying your point. So
Bonucci kind of has to start at this point.
Yeah.
Because Bremer's still hurt. Alexandro's not ready. Or if Alexandro's out, this would be a little bit easier.
Okay, I guess my question is, going off of that, are you moving for another center back in the next Mercado? Or the
Absolutely.
summer Mercado or winter?
Winter. As soon as possible. Mm-hmm. We need one. It's clear. Look what's been happening. Bremer hurt. Bonucci shit. Rugani shit. Gatti raw. Sandro hurt. Yeah. Danilo sucks. There's nothing good about the center backs that we could have.
Yeah. Let's continue on then with your lineup then. So
okay.
So
and then
give me. So what's your base? What's your base 3?
I'm changing this. I'm changing this just because of the injuries.
Okay.
So we'll go a back 4. We're changing it. We'll go.
You can't have no captain, Thomas. You gotta have a captain. You gotta have a leader.
We'll play Danilo and Gatti as center backs. Mm-hmm. And I know it's not the best situation, but screw Bonucci, get out for a bit.
Danilo,
Gatti, whatever. It is what it is. Kostic left back. Think about it. Kostic left back. I know I've ripped on him before, but we're in a dire situation here. Mm-hmm. Quadrado, sorry, you got to start right back because we have literally nobody else at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So there's your 4. 2 in a double pivot, so 2 midfielders, Rabiot, Locatelli. Let it run. Then 3 across the front is on the left, Illing Jr. As an attacking midfielder / Mezzala, we'll have Moretti. So that's underneath the striker. And right wing, I don't know, Sule. No, but you're not going to start. That's what I would do, though, because they earned it. So probably Sule. And up top, it's Milik, because Vlahovic is hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And I'd start Perrine, like Luca mentioned. I see Perrine there, so I would start Perrine over Szczesny at this point.
And I think Perrine, what I've seen of him this year has been better. He's performed like to me, like he's impressed me so much since he's come back to Juve. Really, he stepped up.
Attitude big. And on the field.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is honestly, Luca, not a terrible pick though to say you make a decent captain because he. You know, you kind of think of it the way he acts and the way he carries himself. I never see him. When do I really like? We've seen him make mistakes. Obviously, everybody does. But at the same time, when do you see him really lose it? Like I've never seen him. I mean, you see Quadrado and Bonucci fighting, and those are the 2 guys that are like that right now. If you go in the hierarchy of captaincy,
that's your 1-2. That's your 1-2. Captaincy.
How embarrassing is that? You know,
that's horrible.
So it's that I've seen people having conversation back and forth with names. Vlahovic because of his temper. He has expectations. He's hard on himself. He's angry. I'd rather see emotion than nothing. Yes. Yep. Like it ain't the same emotions that I saw from Ronaldo, which was him pissed off because nobody else was like getting it for him or doing it for him. You know what I mean? Like his is. I see some of it being I bleeped up. Like I'm frustrated with myself.
And
like,
he wants team success. He doesn't want individual glory.
Yep. And then I've also seen people throw out Chiesa. Chiesa is one that I don't hate, but it's going to take a lot of time.
Did you see my stat this morning that I sent, or I guess I sent it last night, that a text to the group? No, it was about comparing Leroy Sané and what he went through for the ACL.
What was it? Go ahead, just fill me in. Sorry, I apologize because I did miss that one.
Let me bring it up.
Sometimes you and Ollie talk a lot, you know, and like you're messaging back and forth, and then you've done it to. I'm sure you've done it. Or if I'm talking a lot, you just glaze over a little bit. Or do you read everything that I post?
I read everything, and I usually send a meme if I've missed a lot.
Oh look! Oh yeah, you do. That's a good point. Sorry about all that. We're happy for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
go ahead. I'm looking into it.
Okay, so let's talk about Chiesa for a second and the injury. Do we think, and I'm asking this to 30 people in here right now, do we think Chiesa is going to come back and be as effective as he was in the previous season? I'll ask you that too, Justin.
I mean, you know my opinion. You know that. I mean, I have fear of that.
It's not, and this is not controversial either. I'm doing a comparison to a player who tore his ACL playing in a similar position that Chiesa's done.
Yeah.
That's why you don't give. This is one of the reasons why you don't give the captaincy right away to this type of player, because we don't know how they're going to come back. But Leroy Sané, age 23, the season before his ACL tear with Man City, 44 appearances, 16 goals, 15 assists. This is pre-ACL, whatever, and a very high tempo Man City team. 53 chances created, 80 minutes per goal and assist that season.
Yep.
So very, very effective player, good player, Leroy Sané. We all know who he was. Fast, powerful, good shot on him. It's 217 days out, 44 matches missed. And he still transferred to Bayern Munich that year.
Yep.
So Bayern Munich wanted him just as much, even though he tore his ACL. They spent 40 million on him.
Yeah.
Cool. Leroy Sané, age 24 season for Bayern Munich. After the ACL tear, 42 appearances.
Yep.
So he almost matched the same amount of games that he did with Man City.
Yep.
He played 22 minutes more in total.
Yeah.
Coming back from the injury.
Yeah,
he's pretty much just as effective in terms of stats. He had 131 minutes per goal or per goal and assist.
Yeah, that's wild.
So he was just as effective coming back, and he never lost his pace. He never lost his whatever. Like, he never lost his drive. He's still a very good player today. In comparison to Freddie Chiesa, who's now missed 292 days.
Yep.
80 days more than Leroy Sané, around the same age. He's not even sniffed the lineup yet.
Yeah, I'm still right now. I'm trying to figure this out because we've had this conversation recently about, it's weird because I think in my mind, just because of Juventus and the way things are handled at Juve, especially in the J medical sector, that
Yes.
I've almost like preconditioned myself to think, oh, this is normal. This is normal for him to be out this long. Like it's bleeping not, dude. Like he should be back. He should have been back at the beginning of October. It's gonna be November.
He should be playing. He should have been playing in at the beginning of October.
Yeah.
209. This is an 80-day difference.
Yeah.
Similar injuries, similar types of players. I don't get it. Like,
and we're talking about, I think the latest I've seen, and I was a little bit out today, I had a lot of work and stuff going on, but like latest I had seen, at least when I did the thing, was potentially him and Pogba being back for the Inter match. What's November 6th, something like that?
Throw him in against Inter. Like, what are we doing here?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, literally throw him to the wolves, like the very first game, instead of giving him Lecce or the last two bum games that they've won that made us feel good about ourselves because Juventus are beating a shit Torino and beating, that's good. You're laying the hammer down on Empoli, who gave you problems last year, but this Empoli side, nothing tells me that this Empoli side is going to be nearly as good as they were last year.
Also, why? And I said this. I think we both agreed what I said last week.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Chiesa play the match the day later against the U20, whoever they played? Why did he have to smash in 2 goals against that whatever they played, those teenagers, instead of playing against Empoli?
Why?
If he got hurt on Friday, he was going to get hurt on Saturday. It's the same shit.
Yeah, if he can't run up and down a field against, like, it really does, it doesn't make sense at all to me. Like, I thought about that too. I was like, why is he, like, what? I mean,
why are you trying to prove yourself against the teenage? Like, yes, he's been training. If he wasn't going to hurt himself on Friday, he wasn't going to hurt himself on, like, it doesn't matter.
Like,
play the game.
Who at Empoli are we that worried about, like, going at him? And like,
not even that.
You know what I mean?
It's just what's like agile? It's the way he's like turning on the field with his legs and stuff. But you've seen that at training.
Yeah.
What is 45 minutes the next day going to do against teenagers that he couldn't get 10 minutes out of the Empoli game, which you're up 3-0 in
at home,
or whatever it was at home.
Right. It's not like you're out of town. It's not like you have to worry. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I mean, Juve. That's Juve. Yeah, that's Juve.
And I'm going to steal an alley line here.
Yeah.
That's how you know Max Allegri thinks his job is safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not trying to get Chiesa to come back as fast as possible.
Well, I talked about it, and again, not to keep going back to my videos. Guys, if you're in here, smash that like button. Help us to get to at least 30-some-odd likes. Let's shoot for that. I want higher. But do me a favor, hit that like button. We've had some good turnout tonight. Hopefully we continue to grow off of this each and every Thursday. We're doing these After Dark Lives. One of the things that I noticed that is, to me, it feels almost, and I agree with Ala, it was just like, I think I said in the daily video the other day, he keeps finding excuses to, like, there's another out, well, that guy's not available, that guy's hurt, he can't play, he's not doing this, whatever. There's always one guy. So it's as long as now Di Maria and Bremer are going to be out, they're going to have that as well. So it's just going to continue on and on and on until somebody in management, and Yelly says, this shit ain't good enough. Like, sorry. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Do you want to know who's out against Lecce?
Yeah, I do. I don't even have that report.
Vlahovic, Chiesa, Pogba, Di Maria, Bremer,
no, of course
Paredes.
I don't have the report. I just realized I said I don't have that report. I should know this. Duh. Yeah.
I just named you 6 players that have international pedigree, like individual success in high domestic league levels.
So you got the majority of the last 2 Mercados out. You got all the guys that are supposed to come in and help the squad be better are out.
Yep.
So remember, and it's funny because I think,
and not to mention De Chilio, Sandro, all the whatever out as well.
Well, it's funny because like I feel like I've been, and I know I'm touting it. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna talk about. We also have other nonsense we want to talk about today. We're gonna have fun. This is the After Dark part. We've been really stuck on Juve, but one of the things that I want to talk the Di Maria stuff today. That was the main news. Him saying last night, basically poo-pooing it, saying that it's a non-story, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. And like I said, I'll shave my head. I'll shave my head bald if he's still here in January, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. But what I'm saying is, like, to me, these news stories, I mean, unless there's nothing that says to me that, like, this is made up. Like, I don't believe that at all for a second, that anything like that is not true, first off. I'm not trying to change the subject.
Oh, for Di Maria?
Yeah. Like, to me, nothing.
With the smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. And like to me, like unless they're literally just journalists somehow are watching our freaking YouTube channel and getting ideas from us. Like, you know, because like you and you were the first one to say it. But I agreed with you right off the jump when you said that back in June. Like in June. Like before
the World Cup's in November. He's gone.
Yeah, before he was signed. And I'm not acting like, you know, plenty of people have these thoughts, obviously.
Yeah.
But as long as Juventus have all those guys out, except for Milik. Milik's healthy. Who else? Kolstich. Yeah, Kolstich. Like, to me,
Locatelli's healthy.
But that was my main argument is, like, that's why I said going into the season, I felt like this team is worse than the team you had from February to April last season. Like, I feel like this team as a whole is worse.
On paper, it was better.
I know. Better. No, I know that on paper. Yeah. But in reality, because of injuries and because guys not playing their bleeping game, it's worse. Yeah. Losing Chiellini is worse. Losing Matthias de Ligt is worse. Like, you have all these guys. And, and I agree with Luca saying Milik's been our best signing. I bent the knee on that one. I did. I bent the knee on that one. He has been, every time he comes out.
Is he, though? Or is it Bremer? Because we kind of need Bremer.
See, Bremer's one that he doesn't get nearly enough credit because defense is always going to be quieter. It's always going to be quieter. You're only going to really hear about it if he makes a fantastic save or a stop, clearance, whatever, or if he bleeps up. That's when you're going to hear.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. Him and Bremer are close because, like you said, Di Maria. Excuse me. Forgot to do the cough button. Anyway, Di Maria, when he's healthy, there's been a couple games he's looked really good. Couple games
against Israelis.
Yeah, couple other games not as good, but at the same time, there's nobody else who's been better that I've seen that's come in here. People say also Bremer, so.
Remember how we had our Twitter back and forth today? Our tweet storm, you, me, and Ale.
Oh yeah.
and I had to dig up a GIF of Di Maria because it was a rare gift that we have of Juventus or a Di Maria in a Juventus shirt. So we're out of the Champions League. Mm-hmm. He's gearing up for the World Cup. He wants to play in the World Cup, and he wants to play for Rosario Central. Yep,
we've known this. We've known this. We also knew he didn't want to come here. He wanted to go to Barcelona, but they didn't have an opportunity to go to Barcelona, so he didn't go to Barcelona. He got stuck going here.
There was no other levers Barcelona could activate to get Di Maria in as well.
Yeah.
So, taking that all into consideration, an Instagram post is not going to change my mind. Yeah. I did not get bodied by Di Maria by still having this thought.
An Instagram post, you say?
Yes.
This one.
That's it. That's the one right there. That is it.
Pulled some stuff because I knew we were going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Let me read it real quick. The Instagram post from our guy, Angel Di Maria. I'm not used to giving explanations when I read these lies, but it's time to give.
That's the second time though in like 2 months.
Yeah. I don't know who invented the rumors that I'm leaving in January. My statements that you've read and heard where I say that I'm going to retire at Rosario Central, the club I started from, are recent, but they are statements that I've made since the day I made it to the first time playing here in Europe in 2007. That doesn't mean I don't want to leave today, nor will I leave in January. Please stop making up news. I'm very happy in this club.
Sure.
Oh, great club. Very happy in this city. And when I'm back in shape, I'll give the team my best damn performance. I'm sorry, I added a damn. My best as I Okay, maybe proofread your post, dude. I think he says as I always did when I played here and in every other team I've been to. I love playing football.
All the 5 games you played. One of the games you elbowed some guy and got a red card.
There you go. Throw them bows. I love playing football. I don't like watching home games. I like to play them. So please don't believe everything you read because it doesn't help. It just blurs my name and the club name. Grazie mille. Fino alla fine. I'm sorry, Luca, you're going to come at me for my pronunciation. I don't usually give explanations when it's just repeating it again. I think it's because it's a translation. I don't care. I can do it again if you need it.
That's great narrating.
Thank you. I think we make that a short. Somebody give me a short doing the video one. Ale, you're not paying attention. But anyway, guys, smash that like button if you're in here. So there it is. There's the comment of what he had to say. Does it make you feel any better? It doesn't me. Oh.
Do you want to know something? Do you want to know what Cristiano Ronaldo did a week before he left?
Yeah, the same fucking post.
He said the exact same thing. And that's Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't like. Is Di Maria Ronaldo? No.
The same damn post. It's the same
thing. And Ronaldo put a black and white picture.
He did do it in black and white. So
did Di Maria do that?
No, he didn't. It's just me. You know what this is? This is like any time like your girlfriend catches you. Yeah. Like I wasn't texting her. I wasn't texting her. She was texting me. She didn't know that I am already with you. She didn't get it. She didn't know. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, the times that I had were good with her.
I didn't make a public statement. I didn't make a public statement to Fabrizio Romano.
Like maybe sometimes, like if this doesn't work out, like maybe I'd go back. Maybe I'd go back. That's all I'm saying. There's no timeline on it.
And babe, I've been saying it since 2007.
I'm happy with you now. I'm happy. Don't you love this? The kids. The kids would probably be good with her too, but it's fine. It's fine. This is good. Anyway, it's just to me. I'm not buying it. I'm not. I understand. I can keep saying it, but like.
Also, we're not criticizing the player like on the field here. Like he's good.
Yeah, I've been the knee on him as well. Yeah,
I never said he wasn't good. He's good.
I just doubted his commitment to the club.
Yeah, exactly.
Or wanting to play, which I mean. Like, this is kind of it, I don't know.
He's played like 200. Like, I'm gonna go check how many minutes he's actually stepped on the field for Juventus.
All right, you do that. You do that. Actually, while you're doing that, I'm gonna throw up this, and then we're gonna do a little side swerve to a topic. We have other topics I want to talk about for Juve.
Sorry, before we go, because Rajat thinks everything's about Man United here. Oh, brother, Rajat. We're talking about the time he left Juventus, not recently when he dipped out of the stadium during a win. Yeah,
we're not talking. Yeah.
Stop being CR fanboy 69.
But also, like, Rajat, I know you're a Man United fan. Are you a CR7 first fan? Because the reason I ask that is because, like, I have locally, there's a lot of Manchester United fans here, and it's funny that I'm friends with. Gosh, I don't know what's going on with me. Since I've been growing up. And it's funny, I talked to them about it. I was like, "Oh yeah, how's Ronaldo going?" And they're just me. They're me. A couple of years ago. They're just me, and they're just like, "I want him out. I want him gone. I'm bleeping done with him." And it's funny because there's guys like they've been Manchester United fans long time. Like I'm talking about like the first time he was there. That's not a long time, but you know what I mean. That's not a long time. But you know what I mean. Like for younger guys,
it was like 5 years.
Yeah. So. Dying. So they remember the old times and they remember the good times. And they thought they were getting it back. And here's what it is. Maybe it's also something I need to reflect on and maybe tell me, hey, maybe getting old guys back is not always the best thing. But whatever. We can talk about that later. I mean, Max Allegri is, proof number one. But obviously, it also is kind of sad to see what Ronaldo's kind of become. Let's go ahead and throw this out there real quick. I just thought this was funny. And I'm just going to throw this.
Do you want the number?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he's played 280 minutes.
Out of, remind me of that?
We've played, 11 plus 5, 16 games.
Yeah.
So, 16 times 90, 1440. 280 divided by 1440. He's played 19% of the minutes possible.
And that's
I'm
what
going to tweet that out tomorrow.
It's just funny. Like, I mean, it is just funny, though. Like, just me battling daily. I mean, I wasn't all over Twitter, but I was battling on this channel. People during the Mercado. This is good. This is better. You guys are whatever. You're negative. You're whatever. Look what we're sitting with. Like, I mean, to me, I understand financial issues you have. I don't want to hear about financial issues anymore. Like, at some point, you have to see that everything's crumbling. If you got the money, Elkin, whoever it is, if you can pony up and help a little bit to stop the bleeding, do it. Like, to me, that would have been getting Milinkovic Savic instead of either of them, to be honest. Doing that. He'd be here, he'd be playing. Let me throw this up here. This one's just a fun one that I saw while I was out today. It's not even related to Juve. So here,
That's basketball, right? Yeah.
I'll make it bigger. I thought this one was actually pretty interesting, though. So, Lids, I guess, released the information of their top-selling NBA. I guess people in Idaho and I should know this. Above Montana.
You don't know your states?
No, that's Wyoming. Idaho, Wyoming. Gosh, I'm sorry. Anyway, Idaho and Wyoming, because they don't buy jerseys, or it's just perfectly even, or something like that. But to me, this was kind of startling. I'm not trying to open up a Stephen A. Versus Skip Bayless debate, because
yes, you are.
You being
exactly what you're doing.
You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. You being LeBron guy, and me being Michael Jordan. Like, to me, this is pretty amazing, honestly. If you look at it, to say like that many states are still buying. They're not buying the Bulls jersey because the Bulls. They ain't doing it because the Bulls now. They're doing it only because of MJ. Yeah.
LeBron's been on like 4 different successful teams.
Yeah, but the LeBron people would be buying Lakers gear right now. They'd be buying Lakers gear.
Okay, and there's still 5 states here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 states are still buying Lakers stuff.
Jordan didn't have to go, travel team to team to try to have a successful squad.
Well, now everyone has to. It's modern day. Man, how times.
How Lakers doing right now?
Westbrook.
Just
Anthony Davis street clothes.
Blame it on the UK player. I'm good with that. You blame it on that UK player. Anyway, I just wanted to, but to me it was just not even really trying to get into a debate about who's really the GOAT or whatever. Yeah. But like honestly, that was kind of like shocking to me. Like, it's funny when you think about it.
Yeah.
I am 32 years old. I know we're doing the age thing on the channel again. 32 years old and looking back and just seeing like that even now. And I understand people my age grew up with it. So like you can buy, now we have money to buy the jerseys. You know what I mean? But like still that he's selling that well. That's insane. It's really crazy to me. Anyway, just wanted to throw that up there. Just, it's after dark. We throw random stuff out there. Just cool. I don't know. Also, it is kind of weird, though, because when you think about LeBron, though, whenever he does retire, is Cleveland the one? Is Cleveland where you're getting his jersey if you're going to? Yeah. I guess so. Is he going to go back because his son's going to go probably play for Cleveland, or he's going to find a way to get his son?
He's going to find his way out and go play with his son, wherever it is.
All right.
Wherever he gets drafted. If he gets drafted.
Yeah. I mean,
because he's been talking to Ohio State to commit to, and I think
I remember there's so many reports that LeBron, if he would have gone to college, it would have been either Ohio State or Louisville. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not. But like,
I thought it was Ohio State no matter what.
Well, which would make sense because that's what they said. Yeah. Like, there's all kinds of rumors and stuff like that back in the day. He probably was looking at Louisville at that time because Rick Pitino was pretty highly, and then that was 2003, so when he was still really hot. A little before his resurgence and winning the championship and all that again. Anyway. Want to throw that out there. We've actually done a really good job of just sticking with Juve tonight. Yeah. Like, we did a great job. I do want to get in. We're going to talk some other stuff. Guys, if you have questions, throw them in the chat. We'll definitely try to get on them. I saw one of them. I saw somebody post it. But you have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, we can do that one right after this. Let's transition to the theme of the season or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny. I think you're go ahead.
What is your most nightmarish scenario leading up to the World Cup?
Oh, okay. This is a difficult one because I feel like...
And everyone in the chat, answer, what is your most nightmarish scenario about Juventus heading into the World Cup?
Yeah, everybody in the chat, let us know how you guys are feeling about that.
Yeah.
I guess here's mine. Thomas saying you guys have NFL teams. Yeah, we do. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me start with that one as well. I'll start that one. I have kind of one. It's we'll talk about it anyway. My most nightmarish one. Now this is a difficult one because it's to me. Which one is? I guess because here's one way to look at it: like a complete implosion from here. Do I view that as bad? Like does that? Because to me, that's my evidence. That's my evidence to move on. I think.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
You and I are probably on the same page, but I think my real. I can't move this anymore. I think my real nightmarish. Okay, give me the games. Remind me who. Okay, there's Lecce, Inter,
Verona, and Lazio.
Lecce, Verona, Lazio,
and then PSG. PSG. Who cares? I'm not counting the Champions League game.
Yeah,
I hope kids play. Yeah,
PSG don't care. It's sad to say. I feel so bad for the people that spent buku bucks trying to go to that game.
Yep.
But
Neymar's
guys,
not playing.
Yeah, guys, if you could hit that like button, get us to 40 likes. Sorry, yeah. Hit the like button. Anyway, so I think my most so Lecce, Verona, and Inter. I think
and Lazio.
Okay, so Lecce, Verona. Okay, Inter, Lazio. Okay, I mean, I guess it would be. I guess the most nightmarish situation would be. I think they're going to win against Lecce and Verona because Verona is kind of a leap show now.
They're at the bottom.
Right? Yeah.
They're at the bottom.
So I'm going to say they win those games and they look fairly comfortable, but you're still seeing issues, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Inter, not a bad Inter, but an Inter that's kind of down from where they've been right now.
Yeah.
You get worked by them. Maurizio is that at home? Lazio? Can't remember. At home or away?
We're away to Lecce. We're home Verona. I assume we're away to Inter, so we're going to be home against Lazio. That's what I assume because it usually goes back and forth.
Then I think Lazio, Milinkovic-Savic, Maurizio Sarri come in and just lay the hammer down on Juve as well. Like I think it's just embarrassing fashion.
So we go 2-2, and we get our pants pulled down by the better teams, as per usual.
As per usual, but at the same time, or maybe it's more of this. Maybe you're playing. Maybe you lose 1-0, or you draw. Maybe I'm trying to think what's the worst, because the worst thing to me is that people are re-upping the hype machine and trying to do this fake buy-in. That's the worst thing. That's really it. It's not really as much about wins, losses, points, whatever. It's about the fake hype machine to try to buy back into Max Allegri and try to get people sucked back in and to lie to you. that's what's working.
Yeah, and I see your nightmare scenario is the same as Thomas and my Zio. Allegri remains stuck in mediocrity.
Yep.
I think that is the correct answer, along with some of our guys come back and they injure themselves again and they're out for more time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So a combination of all that. We know, like I can say this with no worry in the world. Like I would bet my betting account on Juventus not beating Inter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would bet my whole betting account on that, and I might because I know how we rock. I know how we roll.
Yeah.
So
fade them.
We're not winning that game. We probably won't beat Lazio.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? How do I want to word this? He's got to get fired, right? Even if we beat Lecce and Verona.
I don't see it happening. To me, I think you need a full fallout. Like you need to lose every single game to the break. Like I don't know. Like I mean, honestly, tell me this. Like tell me, what in reality, where do you sit? Where you think that they say, okay, this is not good enough. We have to move on. Like to me, it has to be. I mean, maybe this. Maybe they lose, but they draw to. They draw with Verona. 3 losses and a draw. 3 and a draw.
If they beat Lecce and Verona, which they should, and they come into the Inter game and all those players that you said were available are available, that are supposed to be available. Like Di Maria, Bremer, Chiesa, and Pogba are supposed to be available.
Yeah.
And you lose that game, and you lose to Lazio with those players still. Let's put in quotes again. They're available.
Yeah.
He has no excuse at this point besides saying, "Oh, let them come back. They've been out for a while." Mm-hmm. But we look like absolute trash. Mm-hmm. I think he has to get fired.
Yeah.
Even if we go 2-2, but we still don't perform well against Inter and Lazio.
But what tells me this club will do it? Like, what's telling me that this management will actually do it?
I'm holding on to the fact that Nico Scheer said he has till the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. But then...
I'm holding on to that report because that's the only thing I can clamor to at this point.
Right? Well, the one thing also that's worrisome and is I think there's this weird thing going on right now with Nico Schietta and his reporting where, his reports, people are trying to combat him every single time.
Yeah.
Like, he's been the one guy who's been, I don't know, is he almost saying the things that we want to believe or the things that we think are happening? Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to Di Maria, I don't know if that's what we want to believe, but it's what we think. Like, we think what's going on. And then when it comes to...
at the end of the day, journalists are opinionists, right?
In Italy, they are. They are. In America, not as much.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit more, journalistic integrity.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think... I just... It's so hard for me to really place how I parse what he says. He's been pretty good this last summer. Yeah. And he's been pretty good recently. But there's been a couple times he missed. He missed a couple times, and they were big. So I don't know. Paulo Namola, what's he been saying? He's been silent for a while, right? Like, but he's been, I believed him for so long, and then he was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I've seen the news, or not news, but reports about, Zaniolo coming back up. Like, okay, come on. Like, get out of here. Like, we're not doing this. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. To me, the worst thing is just whatever it is to just, like, to me, it's, okay. The worst scenario for me is what's happening with Louisville and what's happening with Juventus. It's the same freaking team, dude. Different sports, same team. People are buying back into the coaches. I mean, except for the last game with Juve. Before that, it was the same spot. Two coaches who've disappointed throughout the season and have a 2-game winning streak against bad competition, but everybody's buying back in because of that. Yeah. And it's frustrating to watch right now. Yeah. So anything that keeps him here longer, honestly, like it's just to me.
That's the most nightmare scenario. That is.
Yeah. Let's also go. I want to go into that as well. So we talked about nightmare scenarios. We go with the Halloween stuff. Let's actually talk a little fun stuff. You guys let us know. Oh, sorry. We're gonna talk fun stuff. Let me get to these 2 questions, people. I don't want to miss out. So first up, Naveen asks, after dark topic, Elon Musk takes over Twitter. Thoughts?
He's allowing a lot of power back into people who've been kicked out and banned.
See, here's an interesting thing. I think, like, the people you're saying, like what, like Trump, is that what you're saying, like him, or like
whoever's been banned from Twitter is allowed to come back.
I'll say this as an American citizen. I don't like to get political or get too into politics. I don't like Trump, but I also don't like Biden. Like does that make sense?
Yeah,
like, I don't
that's fair.
like,
yeah.
Like, they're 2 sides of different coins that I don't like. But like, I'm trying to be careful with the way I say things. But basically, I also understand and agree, though, there were aspects of things that he said and did that were problematic, and I understand why you get kicked off of a private company. They can kick you off. They can do that. But at the same time, it's also weird because you don't have the same kind of balance when it comes to, like, people saying certain things, terrible things on the internet. Yeah. So like, I think also, obviously, people should just not be terrible people and say stupid things. Yeah. But I also don't know if you're an American that, like, it's why I have it's a very difficult topic to me because Twitter is so big that I say it's big, but then also, like, how many people are really on Twitter? It's actually much smaller than like all the other social media things, which is weird.
Worth 44 billion sheets.
Right, but at the same time, like I mean, Facebook, Instagram, all those things. So many more people get on those. Like it's crazy to me because I've been on Twitter since literally. If you look at mine, I've been on it. It's because my older brother forced me to do it when I didn't know what it was. I thought it was Facebook where you just post a status, and that's what I thought it was because it was 2008. I was in senior year of high school, so I've had it since then. But it's a fine line because in America you kind of believe in free speech, which means. In free press and free whatever, like, or not free press, but we're free press, open where you can say things and do things. Doesn't mean without repercussion. That doesn't. It means you can say it. Doesn't mean there aren't consequences for your actions. To be honest.
Yeah, that comes back to your whole just be nice thing.
So which is also why part of me is should he be allowed back? I don't think he's coming back there, so it's not even really a topic. But should other people? Any other people that do things like this? I guess one issue that I did have a problem with, and this is whatever, there are terrorist organizations, and I'm not going to say them, but whatever, but that have Twitter accounts. That, they literally have Twitter. Yeah, you can look it up. I didn't
know that.
Yeah, I'll send them to you. They literally have Twitter accounts, but, the president of the United States, who, again, don't like him, was kicked off. So it's kind of crazy that I'm Twitter's American, inherently American, or created by an American, and you're allowing them on there. It's just weird. But that's it. That's all I had to say. What are your thoughts? I don't know. That's my personal opinion.
Imagine Elon Musk decided to do something better with $44 billion.
Well, he was kind of forced to in the end, wasn't he? Wasn't the whole situation?
Because he first signed up for it. Then he said it. He's like, I'll buy it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay.
Well, I think the whole
you better not.
The whole point, I think, of what he was trying to do, at least from what I've heard, and let's say I'll be honest, I'm not fully into, I'm not in the weeds of all this. Yeah, let's say that. But on Twitter, one of the things that really said that what he was doing was because there were so many fake bots and things like that were on there that were going after people, attacking people, putting I hate to use this term, fake news out there, putting fake stories, fake whatever, building fake whatever things, attacking certain things, all that. His whole point was to prove, I think in the beginning, was how many fake and real accounts are there on Twitter? How many are robotic? How many are whatever? And that's kind of what he wanted to do. So the whole point was he was trying to buy them, and then he wanted them to overturn that information. So when they forced to sell, he also forced them to reveal that information. But I don't know if if he's put it out there yet, though.
No, I think the transfer happens. I don't know when it happens, but he's been at the Twitter location. That's all I know. Or headquarters. I
mean, you get on Twitter and you send out a tweet, you can tell who's fake and who's real. I mean, heck, I'll point out our YouTube video. I mean, you see how many sex bots we get on the channel sometimes and stuff like that. It's been a little while. I might be coaxing them out, so we'll see.
No, I had one on Tuesday.
Oh, did you? Oh, I missed that part then. That's hilarious. That's my opinion. I mean, I think in general, I don't think Elon Musk, and I don't know. You don't know anybody, but I don't think what he's doing is going to be really harmful to people, if that makes sense. To me, it just seems more like he's opening things back up. That's what it seems like. Giving hopefully transparency. I don't know. He's a weird guy. I kind of like him. I don't dislike him. I don't know how I feel about Elon Musk. He's a weird guy.
He's MCU canon.
Oh yeah, he is. I forgot about that. And was it an Iron Man or what was that?
Iron Man 2.
Yep. And then Thomas asked this one. Then we'll get into the other stuff. You guys have NFL teams. We talked about this on the channel. He's a Giants fan. I am a half in, half out Bengals fan. That's it. Yeah. It's very, very half. It's very half.
I can't believe the Giants are 6-1, but they are. Mm-hmm. And you're kind of fake Joe Burrow fan, fake Lamar Jackson fan.
Well,
you do the whole Ronaldo thing, but for Lamar Jackson.
My thing though is I get it, but me, I just support Lamar Jackson because he was, he won the Heisman at Louisville. He won the first Heisman Louisville's ever had, and Louisville's known for being a decent, I would say top maybe top 5 quarterback university. Really good quarterbacks have come through there. When you look at it,
especially Cunningham.
Shut the fuck up. We're done with it. I'm talking about when Louisville football was good. Johnny Unitas. That's a really musty one, but Johnny Unitas. The Braum family. There's a bunch of them. There's like 3 of them that have played. And then Louisville's like, very, very minuscule version of the Mannings, basically. It's like their small version of that. And then, Teddy Bridgewater. Obviously, Brian Braum, who's in there. The Fours. Anyway, there's a bunch of good quarterbacks who've come through there. Louisville's, if you haven't guessed already, I'm way more invested in college sports than I am in pro. I like Juventus is like the main pro thing I really get into. Like otherwise, it's college. I'm a college guy. I come from a college area. But like Lamar, I cheer for him. I want him to be successful because I like him. To me, he's a good kid. He's he's not a kid anymore. Dude's built like a refrigerator now. Like he's not a kid. He's huge. But like I really, really like him. He was a really, really good player at Louisville. Had some really, really good games. So yeah, I'll cheer for him. Not a Ravens fan, but I'll cheer for him. So there you go. That's what I am. There you go.
Lamar Jackson 69.
No, there are Louisville fans that are basically Lamar Man 69. That ain't me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not watching every bleeping game. Like he's on my fantasy roster. How's he doing tonight? Actually, I will say this. Did they win? Sorry, Tom. Not too good. How many points did he get? Let's see. He had how many fantasy? 25. Okay, that's not bad. That's probably what he's about predicted at. So I've been real quick. Nobody cares about this. I've been shithousing my way through my fantasy football league. I literally told you.
Yeah.
I told you that when I first did it, I auto drafted multiple times because I had to help my wife with
4
stuff.
QBs.
He had 4 freaking quarterbacks. I got Lamar. I got Pat Mahomes, which is okay. Two good ones to get, and then 2 crap ones that are like bottom tier, whatever. I had to get rid of. But like people were trying to be nice to me. They're like, "Oh no, here we'll help you open whatever we can do." So I'm like, "No, it's fine." And then they helped me get rid of those guys, make sure I got a decent player, whatever, to replace them with. But then since then, I've been shithousing. I lost the first game, but since then, I've been shithousing to a 6-1 record, first in the league right now. Yeah, absolutely shithousing right now. So it's been great. So we'll see how that goes. A couple other topics I want to talk about. So let's continue on with the fun stuff right now. I want to ask you. So this weekend, obviously Monday will be it, but it's Halloween weekend. It's coming up. We talked a little bit, so I feel like this will be the last After Dark since this month before we get into American Thanksgiving. Did you already have your Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah, so American Thanksgiving is November. That's really what November month is for us. For me, it is. But Halloween will be over. Do you all have any plans this Halloween that you can say on air? Obviously, just like Halloween stuff. Or are you all doing Halloween stuff? Oh, wait. Yeah.
We're doing Halloween stuff on Monday. Ange carved the pumpkin yesterday, last night. I didn't. I went to play hockey. So now the jack-o'-lantern is now sitting on my front step. Yep. Nice and festive. Yeah. Friday or... No, what are we doing? Monday. Monday's Halloween.
Halloween's Monday, yeah.
Yeah. I got to buy probably 100... Because this is the first Halloween at my new house. So I don't know what the kid level's at. I don't know what the hype level's at. Oh, yeah. In this neighborhood. I know there's a couple of kids that live beside me, and then I've seen some kids running down the street. So I'm expecting some people to come. So I'll buy a box of 100 candies. Mm-hmm. Which ones are your go-to?
My go-to.
Are you Nestle? Like to buy for kids?
Oh, I see Thomas. Yeah, I brought that up. Wait. Nestle? What do you mean? Nestle? I mean, Nestle
like Smarties. Like a box, like a variety box.
That's a good question. I think honestly, what I do, it's funny because like my mom was like super into Halloween when I was young, but like I would just go and like I'd forget till the day of, and I go to the store and grab a bag of crap, whatever they have like left.
Oh. You're not chip guy, are you?
No.
Okay.
I ain't Apple guy either. I'm not doing that. No, I mean, I think like obviously my go-to would be like Reese's are one. People love Reese's. Okay. I like. Let's see. So you get like sort of M&Ms and stuff like that. Bags of those Skittles. Skittles are good.
Yeah,
I love
Are you
Skittles.
a Skittle guy?
I do love Skittles. My brother, actually, my twin brother, was more of a Skittle guy than me growing up. But
Okay,
I'm really not. I'm not a
serving
big.
the kids. Yeah, but what are you serving the kids?
That's probably. I mean, it's an assortment. It's an assortment of you get. Let's see, Reese's, M&Ms, different peanut or regular.
Okay.
Skittles are in bags in there. Twix, Milky Way,
that's a good variety
Snickers,
bag.
stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm also like I'm a big guy, but I'm not that big into candy, to be honest. Like I like it all right. Like I'll eat it if it's there, but I'm not like go get me a bunch of candy. Thomas says Kit Kat's not bad.
That's probably my least favorite out of the Nestle's.
I actually like Nestle Crunch a lot, but you don't see it that often. Like really, when you think about it, like I like those all right. I don't know. Anyone that I'm missing that you're thinking? Are you a guy who likes like nerds and stuff like that, or like
No,
you know what I mean?
no,
Like,
no.
You know, like the
I don't like the sweet candy.
Okay.
Not that I don't like it. I'm kind of like you with the chocolate. Like I'll eat some sweet candy, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm more Nestle chocolate variety box. But my go-to chocolate is Reese's Pieces. That is the best.
Oh, Reese's
in my
Pieces are
opinion.
good. Yep.
Like any kind, like the little candy ones or the actual peanut butter cup or the bar. It does not matter. Reese's all day.
Well, Reese's Pieces are perfect for like they're your perfect combination of Reese's and M&Ms. Like that's it.
Yes.
It's what you need. Actually, I never had them until like my wife got them for me one time, and I was like, we'll try this.
Are you talking about the M&M peanut butter chocolates?
No, just the Reese's Pieces.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. Oh no, when I was a kid, I used to love peanut butter M&Ms. I used to love those.
Oh, those are the best.
Those were my favorite when I was a kid. Now M&Ms have like 7 different ones. I saw one the other day was like Cookie Crunch or whatever. There's all kinds of stuff too. Twix. I don't. Or not Twix. Sorry, not Twix. What starts with a TW? The red.
Twizzlers?
Twizzlers. Twizzlers. I prefer the cherry Twizzlers. Cherry Twizzlers are mine. If I get those.
All right. Yeah.
VBP Bass Mag says, it's weird. I like the chalk candy that would come in fake cigarette boxes. I think that's what James, your uncle, or Zio is saying. Popeye cigarettes.
Yeah, the little red carton.
I don't think that sounds like, to me, that sounds like something like my mom or like one of my parents would tell me, like from like the 70s or 60s.
No, I used to get that.
Do they have those? I don't remember ever having those when I was a kid. Where are you from? Where are you guys? I mean, I know where your Zio's from. VP Bass. Sorry, it's a lot to say. Bass Mag. Where are you from? Are you in America? Where are you? Because I don't know that I've seen those. Like,
I had those. I don't rate them at all. By the way, I think they're horrendous. So it's a really weird thing. Yeah, it's weird that you like it.
Michigan.
Oh, he's from
Okay.
Michigan. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Go Red
close.
Wings.
Nest Tecmo says M&M pretzels and chili like chili like a bucket of chili like what's his name on The Office spilling chili.
That's kind of weird.
It's got to be something else. M&M pretzels and M&M, I don't know. Oh, one other thing I love. Okay, somebody talked about. I remember. Okay, so obviously Jolly Ranchers are good.
I like those. I know
Mike
I
and
said I
Ike's.
don't like sweet. Ooh, Ange loves those.
See, I like Mike and Ike's. Does she like the hot tamales and stuff like that?
No, her favorite, her go-to Mike and Ike's is purple grape.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are good. I like Mike and Ike's. So I used to like those a lot when I was younger. When I was a wee lad. Thomas is from Toronto.
Hell yeah, brother.
From Michigan. Your Zia says it was cool back then. You could smoke like your parents. Do a lot of people in your family smoke?
My dad does.
It's bad for him. Tell him that. Give him
I
cancer.
think that's it. I think he used to. Mm-hmm. When Zio used to smoke.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, that was his intro. That's how he got into it. Julian will get this Lay's ketchup chips. Ew.
Yeah. Like,
Really? Are they good?
Oh, you don't. Yeah, you don't have ketchup chips.
I've never had ketchup chips. No.
Yeah,
That's,
you don't got those there.
No.
You don't have all
fries.
dressed chips either.
Wait, what chips?
All dressed. Those are great.
I don't know what that means. Is that like
there's salt, tomato sauce, like onion flavor, all in one. It's beautiful.
No, I've never had that. I mean, I try it, but we don't have that. We have we have barbecue chips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But don't be Chip Guy. Don't be Chip Guy at Halloween.
No,
Don't do it.
I don't think I don't think here locally we have those guys. I don't think that's an American.
No, I'm just saying for everybody here.
No, but I'm just saying
don't
that.
do it.
I'm just saying I don't. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten chips. On Halloween. I don't think I've even gotten any there's there's this dude. 6th grade. I was in the 6th grade. I'm not a small guy, but my teacher in 6th grade. I think his last name was Ham too, which is hilarious. But his last name was Ham. And he was a big fucking dude. Like he was pushing 4 builds probably. Like he was like, I mean, he had the front ass. He had all that going on with the the front butt with the pants and all that. He was my health teacher, so he used to tell us. I remember being like
such an oxymoron.
Yeah, I remember my friend Tomas. We were sitting in the front of the class, and he used to tell us about. He would say that he would say that if you come to my house, I only give you healthy food. So I'm giving out apples or whatever. So I'm guessing, I used to joke and be like, was it because you're we used to joke back and forth with each other. Just to be clear, I'm not just an asshole. But I used to be like, was it because your wife would try to force you to eat that so you give it to the kids instead of? But no bleeping joke. I remember when I was in 8th grade 2 years later. So this is middle school. I don't know if you have middle school there. Ours is elementary, which is kindergarten through 5th grade. Then middle school, or I don't know, people call it junior high some places, but it's 6th to 8th. And then high school is freshman to senior kind of thing. That's how we do it here.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
I know some people do it I don't know. I remember Boy Meets World, it was 6th grade to senior, which is insane to me. Like that, but also...
Oh, that's weird, yeah.
Anyway, so I shit you not. I remember going into his class. Or he was in ISAP, which is he was an ISAP teacher, which is basically kids that get in trouble, get sent to ISAP, in school suspension or whatever. And I remember I had to go. No, I never got sent to ISAP or anything like that. But I was also in high school. I was in my senior year. I was an aide for teachers and all that. So my teacher used to let me go, and I sleep until 10, 11, bring him Taco Bell, and we'd hang out basically. And that's basically, I got all my hard work done my freshman, sophomore years, and then I coasted till the end basically. But I went into in-school suspension in middle school in 8th grade to go get I had to go get a kid or something like that. They had to have me deliver something. This dude pulls out an entire fucking pizza out of his desk. He pulls an entire fucking box and everything, a whole fuking box pizza out of his desk and just starts eating it. And I
wonder why he has a front ass.
I don't know why people. I don't know why people think certain things about America. I have no clue where this comes from. But anyway,
it's too funny.
Best chips are salt and vinegar and Old Bay. We have we have kindergarten through 8th grade, elementary, and then 9 to 12 is high school.
Yeah.
Is that what you all have? That's dude.
Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, it's junior kindergarten.
How many kids do you have in one school? For kindergarten through 8th grade?
There's a lot of elementary schools in the area that we live, in Hamilton in particular, Stony Creek.
Yeah.
There are St. Clair, Our Lady of Peace, Immaculate Heart of Mary, St. Francis, there's at least 6 elementary schools for 55,000 population, but that's just Catholic. That's not even including public schools.
Okay, that's fair. Because I was also in a different situation. So, Louisville, Jefferson County has a bunch of schools, but Shelby County, which is the county right outside of it where I went to school, there was only one high school when I was there, for the entire county. But
we got lots.
But now there's 2, which is it's also. I mean, back then Shelby County was not nearly as it's grown a lot. A lot of people want to move out of the city now and they want to commute in and out kind of thing. So we had one high school. I remember my wife she went to private school, actually in Shelby County as well. Oh. She went to a school that was so small. She said her entire graduating class was 18 people. 20 people, something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What do you, you're just stuck with these people. You have no options for friends. You get these people and but I think the entire K through 12, they're all together all the time anyway. So everybody that's there, but I guess crazy. You multiply 18 times 12 times, it's still not that big. Yeah. I was my regular classroom was 40 people every classroom you were in, kind of thing.
Yeah, ours is it was 30.
Yeah.
20 to 30 at least.
Well, I
was light.
I was I don't know about your high school, but my high school at that time was oh no, what'd you do? You there?
Yeah.
Okay, you move things around. You did something. What'd you hit?
Oh, did I touch it?
Yeah, you touched the thing. Let me see if I can
No.
zoom you out. Oh no, it's all. Oh, it did the thing. I don't know what to do. Do you want to come back in, or do you want to?
How bad is it?
I mean, oh, it's bad. Okay, it's bad.
Okay, I'll hang up and come back in.
Okay, let's do that.
My bad.
Yep. All right, real quick, we'll come back to these topics, but shout out Rick Ossie. Thank you so much for your continued support and all that. I appreciate it. Rick Ossie. Let me get Julian back in here. Sorry, I forgot. He's coming right back in.
I
no.
didn't even feel like I did anything that time.
Yeah, you did something. you did something. Rick Ossie says, thanks, boys, for the awesome show. Loving it. Watching, drinking my espresso. Or espresso, he says espresso. And reading my old Juventus magazine. Shout out. Thank you, Rick Ossie. I appreciate your support. Rick Ossie's been a great friend of the channel. Always supporting the channel. And also just like really cool reaching out, showing us all the cool experiences he's had all over the place. Going to Juventus, going to... I guess his whatever his family was from. I forget. Was it Liparo? Liparo, is that right? I think Rick Ossie. I'm terrible with pronunciation, as everybody knows and complains about.
Have I asked him to do this before? Has he ever done a shoey?
What's a shoey?
You pour beer in your shoe and you drink it. That's like an Australian thing.
Oh, is it? Rick Ossie, let us know. Have you done it?
You ever done a shoey?
A shoey. But thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it, Rick. I love these. I love that you're able to hang out with us during these, whatever we do, especially because I know it's like an entirely flipped time schedule with us. He says no. No, he hasn't tried that. Well, maybe one time. Hey, whenever we do get you, I need to work this out with you. I need to DM you, and I apologize. I need to DM you on Twitter. I just haven't been on Twitter because life, kids, all that stuff. I barely got on
Musk took over.
Elon Musk took over, and I was like, he made the libs mad. He made the libs mad. or owning the libs. That's what it is. Anyway, but maybe if we can get you on a live stream whenever we do, maybe you could do that. Maybe you could do a shoey then. If you're willing to do it, or maybe I can do one. Maybe I have the.
All three of us will do one.
I have the beer mug that's shaped like a boot. I have that.
No. That's not a shoey.
No, you ever watched Beer Fest? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I did that. You learned it or whatever. You got to turn it or whatever. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Anyway, ignore me. Okay. Back to what we were saying real quick. We were talking about. Get me back on topic. Schools. We were talking about schools and all that. That's what it was.
That's right.
Sorry, real quick. I did want to talk about. So basically, if you also guys smash the like button. If you could help us get to 40 likes, really appreciate it.
Time out.
What?
17 minutes ago, Nico Shira tweeted. It's nothing to do with coaches or whatever.
Okay.
Husamawar. Remember that guy from Leon?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. I just kind of ignored it. I didn't see what he said. What did he say?
His contract expires in 2023, and there's no agreement for the contract extension. So the midfielder could leave in January. Roma and Juventus have asked info.
Fuck. Has he kind of fallen off the face of the earth? Like, is he getting good?
He did for 2 years or a couple seasons. This year, he's done all right whenever he's had the chance to play.
Yeah.
He would bring a different type of style to Juventus, as he is a guy who likes to advance the ball and be creative in the attacking third.
I would say that,
and again, it's the free agent aspect of it that will probably turn a lot of Juventini off, but it will turn the management on.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be plenty of Juventus fans who'll be very excited about that, because I remember that name popped up like every day during the Mercado.
There's probably it'll probably be a divided fan base. Like, once again, there'll be like maybe 40% saying yes and 60 saying no.
Yeah. No, but just real quick, that's all I was. Otherwise, all I was going to say, high school wise, I don't know how many people were in your graduating class.
I have no idea.
Okay, like ours was somewhere between. Like, this is a wide range. I can't remember because I don't know how many people actually graduated, to be honest, too.
Yeah.
Somewhere between like 600, 700 and 1,000 is like something what ours was.
That makes sense. We had 1,600 people in our high school. If you divide that by 4 grades, that's like 400 a grade.
Yeah. So I know we had a lot more than like a normal school would because we were all crammed into high school. And that was like literally the year after I graduated. No, 2 years after I graduated, the new high school opened to split it all up. But like literally, I was telling my wife because she just couldn't imagine it. Like going down the high school. I remember walking the high school, the corridor in our high school, and like between classes, it was Battle of the Bastards. Like you don't know that reference, but like you're literally just crushed in there. Like, you know, everybody going down the hallway and I'm just like pushing through people. Otherwise, you're touching everybody. You're rubbing cheek to cheek in there basically.
So basically the Pandy was not a good time for your old high school.
No, that would not have been. I think that would not have been. No, Biden. Anyway, anyway. Wow. Yeah. BB Bass said, so you had like my wife did then. 24 people in your class. That's crazy. And then Thomas said 300. You're an all boys, so
Canadian.
you're probably
Canadian.
What?
No, he's like it makes sense. That makes sense for a Canadian graduating class at a school.
Did you go to all boys school?
No.
Oh, okay, I was saying, like I thought about that. My mom wanted to send us to private school.
Okay, time out, Thomas. Where did you go? Because I'm pretty familiar with high schools.
Yeah.
Around these areas.
Yeah, Thomas. Where
So
you
let me
go?
know. Because I played obviously football, like soccer for my high school, and we went to we went to one of those schools. Okay.
one of those uppity ass schools is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I remember like here, that's what kind of a lot of people always ask you is what high school you went to, which is weird when you're 40 years old or however old people are still asking that.
Yeah,
but it's all about like here, like the Catholic schools, Trinity and St. X are the main ones that people go to that are private, and then like there's a Cal, which is a Christian Academy one that's like growing, that's really big here locally. That their football, like I'm looking at sending my kid there because their football program's getting a lot better. So, which is sad. I mean, he's 2, but I'm like, you gotta get him at American football, not. Yeah. I mean, actually, I'd rather him play soccer. Honestly, I'd honestly probably rather CTE and all that. Be in better shape. Get rid of this.
You wanna? I know we're going on tangents here.
Yeah.
But so, I think I forget what corporation said this, but CTE has now been determined that it's due to cause of brain trauma.
Really?
And that's like huge for sports now. Like it was. Yeah. Remember? Did you ever watch the Will Smith movie? I forgot what it was called.
Oh, no, I didn't see. I know what you're talking about though. I remember seeing all this.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, I remember all the stuff that came out of it, and that's what really like kind of drove that movement.
Yeah.
Or like
so like
knowledge wise,
it's taken from that whenever that movie came out. I forget what it's called, but it was years ago to now to around this time to acknowledge that brain trauma causes CTE, which is mind blowing.
Like it seems obvious, right? Like I remember we've been talking about that for years here because like, you know, football and all. I mean, we had a guy who was on the radio here locally who would talk about, he was like, I love football. I played football. My kid will never play football, like American football, because it's just, like you look at these guys and the guys who play American football, it's the equivalent of getting into a car crash like every day.
Some of the collisions are like that. Yes.
Yeah. Like I'm thankful that you're colliding, but I'm a lineman, so like you're not moving that
grinding.
much. Yeah, it's more of that rather than like a dude flying at me from with a lot of momentum. To be honest,
especially when you're like playing the high school game of American football, and there's some people who don't know how to hit, and some people who don't know how to take a hit. That's when it's the worst.
Yep. Yeah, but I also remember like whenever I had to do like the carry drills and all that, like me and line, it's just like dancing bears. They try to do it. I just remember like every time I get hit, it never hurt though. It just kind of like you got all those. I was big. You got all those pads on you. It's just like, oh, there I am. I'm on the ground. Pop back up. Like I didn't feel it. It wasn't my CTE was so bad I didn't feel anything. It was just But like I can imagine like, I remember playing. Yeah, freshman year of high school. I think I talked about this on the channel before. And literally, we were playing frisbee football, or not frisbee, whatever.
Disc golf.
Ultimate, disc golf. But it was called ultimate football because I think they call it ultimate frisbee here. But it was with football.
Okay.
And literally, I couldn't stop. And this kid who's like a half my size or maybe smaller, like I sent him flying, and the dude was out. And I didn't mean to. You're in a gym on those floors, and then you slide easy, and then. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, and I felt bad. And
A bang bang play.
yeah, you have to worry about that with kids. And anyway, it's just funny now. With now that I have a kid and another boy coming,
Yeah.
like what am I going to let them play, or will I have them play? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Because it's funny. My mom always tried to push me into basketball. Short, fat kid, not going to do it. 6 foot, 6 foot
Yeah.
fat ain't going to do it, guys. Like,
Yeah.
That's ain't it. That's ain't it. That's a point guard. I have no
Yeah.
point guard.
I used to never wear the pads when I played American football.
Really? So you
Yeah.
basically try to play rugby? Basically,
No,
kind of.
you have
I
to
know.
wear the shoulder pads. You have to wear the helmet, but like the thigh pads and the knee pads.
Well, those don't really do anything. Like
yeah,
those.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
know,
what the fuck's the point? I
No,
never
this-
had them on. I just,
the shoulder pads are what matters, really. The shoulder pads and the helmet.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we're being honest.
that's all I
and, then,
wore.
and then protection of the nuts. And that's what you need.
I didn't wear that. No, well, I didn't have to because I was a kicker. I was like, I'm just booting this ball and running away.
I'm glad. I'm glad it still works for you. Anyway, two things I want to bring up real quick. So one of them, I just real quick. There's not really a lot for us to talk about this, but I just thought this was funny, and I saw it all over Twitter. It was blowing up all over Twitter today. But they announced, I guess, in the new Call of Duty game that Juventus' own, or quote unquote Juventus' own, Paul Pogba is making an appearance.
That came out like right now, today.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. It just came out, and now he has officially made more appearances this season for Call of Duty than he has for Juventus. So
Here. Good
there
job.
you go. Congratulations, Paul Pogba. I'm sure some people will complain about that, but I just saw a bunch
That's
of people
pretty good
talking.
though.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever play Call of Duty? Were you ever a Call of Duty guy?
I honestly, I got pretty much every edition up until 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Really?
I was never really good at them, but
Yeah.
I always enjoyed them because I played with my friends and there was like, it was just to chat shit.
Well, I knew so many people were just like so entrenched in it. Like they play it every day, and like they're serious with their KDRs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I just like I never had. It was most people had PlayStation. I had Xbox. So like I mean, there's plenty of people who play it on Xbox, but I think it's one of those things where I didn't get deeply into like online gaming until later. Most of the stuff I played was like I prefer more story based. You don't like stories, anyway. That's story based stuff. Sorry, I say that because it's a reference to people who always get whenever you dislike something about Marvel or Star Wars, they always say you don't like stories. That's why you didn't like it. You don't like stories. Anyway, but like most of the stuff I would do, like I love history, so like the Assassin's Creed games were fun. I love those games.
Yeah, you're like my one buddy who loves Assassin's Creed. I'm like, I get it.
I got
can't
into it super
spend
late.
too much time into that. Yeah.
Oh, I got into it super late. It was before I was a dad. It was I had a wife or girlfriend and fiance who would come over, now wife, who would come over, fall asleep on my couch because she's exhausted. So I'm up all night playing that kind of thing. Stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So I just threw that one in there, and then also I just thought this was funny. I mean, I don't. Do you have anything else to comment on that? I don't. Like
It looks exactly like him.
It does. Maybe they'll release like new hairstyles and stuff down the line.
Or you might have a knee brace.
Every time he's injured, put it wherever on the body. That would actually be really funny. So anyway, let me remove that. Anyway, and then there were a couple other things I do want to touch on. So it was funny. I saw somebody tweeted out or retweeted basically a quote from Max Allegri from February 17th of 2017, where he said, when I arrived, there was a fear of not being able to beat Malmo. Now they tell us we are favorites for the Champions League. So Juventus have officially come full circle 5+ years later.
And now we're down.
and now he would say, when I arrived, they tell us we were favorites for the Champions League, but they weren't. Now there's a fear of not being able to beat Malmo. Yeah, or Maccabi Haifa. There you go.
How the tables have turned.
Right. So yeah, there we go. How the turntables. Guys, if you haven't already, could you please smash that like button? 2 more likes to get to 40, and I'd appreciate it for us doing this after dark. I apologize. I have also neglected the chat, so I apologize to people that are in here because I had my notes up on the screen in front of it. So my bad. My bad, people. Yeah, and Matt Tilley saying, yeah, guys used to be proud to smash helmet to helmet when I played. Yeah. It's. Yeah,
people who enjoy contact in football, you guys are loony bins.
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, I get it. There's like a rush, and I understand it. I mean, no, I don't. I never enjoyed banging my head into somebody's head like that. No, I didn't do that, but I know what you mean. Sometimes a good hit, you get hyped. Thomas said Chaminade has the best football team in Toronto, better than St. Mike's.
Okay, so I know what St. Mike's is.
Oh, I thought that's where you went or something. I thought you were
No. I know what St. Mike's is because there was he'll know what offset is. Mm-hmm. There was an offset tournament. That's where one of my offset tournaments was for soccer.
Nice.
So there you go.
What's up, Master G? What's up again? And then he was asking what high school you went to. Did you say that already?
I went to school in Stony Creek in the Hamilton area, and it's called Cardinal Newman. It's now called St. John Henry Cardinal Newman. They changed its name because he got canonized.
They got canceled. Javi's asking, Justin, Julian, do you have the new PS5? I do not.
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
When'd you get it? Recently? Or have you had it?
As soon as it came out.
Oh, you were one of those dudes.
Absolutely. Guys. I need that. Man, do you know why? Because I got the Miles Morales Spider-Man game because we'll go story mode video games.
Dude, I am
sick game.
That's the one thing that's been making me almost think about getting a PlayStation. Just it's sad for one game. Like, why can't you also put it on Xbox? I get Sony, but like they're doing it for computers now. You put it on the Xbox. Come on, like I just want to play that game. Like
sick.
Because I have no interest. Like the Avengers game, didn't care about that one. I wasn't going to play.
It was good. That was good too.
Was it? Okay, but I wanted to play the Spider-Man one because I used to love. That's what I tell you. One of my favorite games, 2002, the Spider-Man 2 movie game was so good back in the day. I used to play that in middle school. I think
on the black Xbox, the original one. Yeah, the original one.
I think my fucking brother had at that time. I mean, that's back when you had like the big stereos in your room and all that stuff, or whatever. I think my brother had the new Black Eyed Peas album. The Let's get re-bleeping. I guess I can't say that. You get me canceled. That album. That one was fun, but I remember like him blasting that crap while I'm playing that. What is up? Is it Kevin?
I'll say Kayvon.
Kayvon? What's up, my guys? Chat from Italy. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash the like button. It really does help our channel. The more likes we have, the better it is for the algorithm.
You never played the PS4 Spider-Man, did you?
No, I watched it. We're on YouTube. I watched it.
That's better than the Miles Morales one.
Oh, it looks sick. The storyline. Did you see
the Sinister Six, man?
Did you get it since they changed the character?
No, I didn't get it modded and stuff. I played it so long ago.
It's so weird. It's so weird that they did that to make it look more like Tom Holland instead of
very weird. But I played it before, and that's phenomenal. Those are two phenomenal games. There's also the Guardians of the Galaxy game. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw on PS5. It's all right as well.
Yeah,
it's probably I'd say first Spider-Man for PS4, Miles Morales, The Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy in terms of Marvel games.
I need to play that. Yeah, maybe I'll.
Phenomenal.
I'd say actually my Xbox is over there, so I totally redid. I was talking to you earlier before this.
Yeah.
So I totally redid my basement basically because I had. So to do the channel, when I first started doing this, year and a half or whatever ago, I was upstairs. Like I had it. I have an office on the second floor of my house upstairs, but then in my basement is where I had to do because you have to have like a setup for this. Otherwise, it looks dumb.
It looks like me.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean that. But you know what I mean. Like doing daily videos, I try to have some kind of a production value here. So I started setting it up down here, but basically having a second kid, so I had to move everything from upstairs. My body is sore. Like I'm fat and out of shape. Like carrying a full. This desk is heavy as hell. Carrying this down the steps by myself blew out my back basically. But it's cool now. I actually have my printer and all my office stuff down here, which not that matters. But I also have this freaking. I don't need it. Fat guy. It's just a fat guy thing. Don't need it. But I've had it in this basement for this long. But I never had it hooked up. I have a microwave right over here. So now it's actually not bad. So if we're doing long live streams and I have coffee and it gets cold real fast, popping in this bad boy, we're good to go. Get a little espresso. For those morning games.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. Got that. But also, the reason I brought it up is right next to it, I have another TV I need to set up to watch more games on. And then I have my Xbox and all that I haven't had hooked up in forever since.
Yeah.
Basically since we started the channel.
Similar thing. I go like my TV's here. Xbox One is here along with my PS4.
That's what it is.
And
Xbox
VR.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have.
So I got those 3 kicking right here beside this TV. But upstairs, my PS5 because it's my better TV upstairs.
Nice. Yeah. I thought about getting the new Xbox. I haven't. Well, there's just no games that I really care about enough yet to upgrade yet. But, and then Legend, of course, Xbox is the least played platform along with Mac. It's fair that Sony keeps proprietary games to its own platform. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know how it works. I understand that. But it's just frustrating because I don't want to spend the money because I'm cheap. I spend enough money.
Yeah.
Spend enough. I don't want to do it. You make more money too by doing that, right? I mean, I guess Sony does it because they make more money by selling more PS5s or whatever. Are they still hard as hell to find? Can you still buy them? Or are they?
So I haven't been really looking because I have one. So
yeah. Well, I just didn't know like you're at the store.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't look. I don't go out of my way to look for one. So I don't know.
Or maybe you're at Best Buy trying to get stuff to fix your setup. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. But maybe you just see something. I don't know. I haven't looked.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's see. So 2 people asking you how you became a Wings fan and how you became a Giants fan. I love that nobody cares about me. They just care about you and your fandom. But it's fine.
Yeah, because yours isn't interesting. You grew up in Louisville, and
that's how
you like Louisville.
Louisville.
No, I'm going Louisville.
No, Louisville doesn't exist. There's no Louisville. Louisville doesn't exist. It's Louisville. But yes.
Louisville.
Anyway, go ahead, tell people your super interesting stories of how you became a Red Wings fan. I'm going to go take a nap. Let me know when you're done.
All right. So, the Detroit Red Wings, an actual professional team that plays hockey. Interesting, because they're paid professionals and they're the best at what they do. And my dad grew up a Red Wings fan for whatever reason.
Are the Red Wings the best at what they do recently?
Not currently, no.
Okay, there we go.
Not currently. They just got dicked 5-1, by the way, tonight. So, not very good.
All of our teams.
Yeah. So my dad was a Red Wings fan growing up, and then when I was born, obviously in 1993, not obvious, but that's crazy, Thomas. You're insane. Whatever you just said there. You guys are losing to San Jose right now. Whoa. Anyway, late 90s, the Red Wings were really good when I started to watch hockey, and my dad liked them. I like Steve Yzerman. I like Nick Lidstrom. I like Fedorov. And then that grew to Datsuk and Zetterberg. And now that's grown to nobody. Actually, Mo Seider. Giants. I like the Giants because of Eli Manning. My dad had no influence on that one. Mm-hmm. Eli Manning was cool. Number 10, my favorite number. Good.
There you go. Thank you, Z.O. James. Appreciate it. It's actually really funny. Sorry. I listened to what you said. I think I've just heard you say it multiple times to people, so I apologize. The reason I laugh is because just the other day, so look, y'all don't care, but Louisville basketball had Louisville Live or whatever stuff, or anytime Louisville football or Louisville basketball plays and they're on ESPN, the fucking people go to every single time is horse racing and the Louisville Slugger bat. They're like, it's always good. You know what they do where they're at the city, they're on location, so they do scenic shots of the area. Every time you're here, they go to Churchill Downs, show you Churchill Downs because it's one freaking day a year when they run the Derby and all that. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I enjoy it. I love it. It's great, but like that ain't it. Louisville has a lot more to offer than that. But it's either that or the stupid giant bat that's sitting outside of the bat factory, the whatever thing downtown. They always just go to that. But that's why it just made me laugh because he goes straight to the I love a Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Here you go. You might have to use it on Julian if he keeps talking shit. Anyway, one other thing I did want to bring up that I just thought was funny. So you're married, right?
I am.
You were married.
I happen to be. Yeah.
Question: Who proposed when you got married? You? I imagine it was you who proposed to her.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I wondered, so I was at a Louisville City game the other day, and okay, don't cancel me. Don't cancel me now with this, but it just kind of took me aback a little bit. So they came down, probably, but it was just a little bit, I don't know, off-putting and then people say you should be off-putting. Anyway, it was a little off-putting. But I was there watching a game. It was a soccer game, whatever. But a man and I guess a girl go down there, and he's gonna do either a kick or he's meeting somewhere. Or he's getting some kind of reward or something, award. But midway through, she drops down on one knee and proposes to him during the game or during the whatever thing. And,
interesting. What was the dynamic like?
I mean, they probably looked a little bit more hipster. Probably a little. Yeah. They didn't have like blue or pink hair or anything like that. But like it was still more like it was confusing to say the least.
Yep.
And it's like I said, don't cancel me, guys. But like to me, that just seems like one of the things when you get married. Like I love that people are saying this is our year. You Leaf fans for the past 5 years. Yeah, this is our year. Anyway, I don't know. It just to me, I was like, that's like the one thing that like as a dude you're supposed to do that. Like that's your one thing.
Initiative.
That's the one thing you have to do. You do that, you show up to the wedding. You probably work. That's the kind of stuff you do. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of like I sat there and I was like what the like would you and then the reason I asked this is what would you have done? And I feel like you're probably just gonna say your wife would never have done that. But like if your wife would have been the one to propose to you before you proposed to her.
I'd actually have no idea how to react. But my first thing is like she would never, but I would have actually no idea.
Like
I'd be like what was there a ring involved?
Yeah.
We have to get down to the.
She had a ring.
So she had a like a male ring for him.
Yeah, you know how fucking I wasn't close enough to see what it looked like. I don't think it was a diamond. I don't think he was, but like it was a ring that she put something on his finger.
Okay.
And to me, that was weird.
I mean, fair enough. It is 2022. People got to do their thing. Maybe she needed to start the initiative and be like, yeah, I want to get married, so let's go here. And maybe he was just like hesitant or something. But I don't know how I'd react. I would probably say, I would say no, maybe.
See,
not to her. I wouldn't be like I would say no. I don't.
You'd be like,
this is not the way I want to do it.
I'm fucking doing this. You're not fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Like, sit down.
I would break up with her. Like, I'm not doing it because I don't like her. But like, I'd be like, no.
See, the only thing in my mind that went through me was like, this had to be a situation where like she was pushy as shit, or like she was trying to speed it up, or he was just not doing it, and he just took forever, or I don't know, or who knows? Maybe there was there could be background stuff. Maybe she had some bad effed up stuff in her mind and said she never wanted to get married, but then she changed her mind, so now she's surprising. I don't know. You know what I mean? It could be something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2022. People got to do what they got to do.
I don't know.
Everyone has different scenarios.
But it was weird. But it's just such like, to me, it's like, if you do that, if that were to be me, I'd be like, not in a public scenario, woman. Like, no offense. Like, to me, that's pretty emasculating. Like, as the dude to be like, I don't know. Because like, how did you propose?
How did I? So she went to New York with her mom, and she went to Boston with her mom and her sister. Similar trip, but she went to New York instead. But she went to New York
for the bitches.
Yep, the Big Apple. And I don't know. I just had in the basement. I had something set up like different like ambiance and all that stuff. Waiting for her to come down, and then when she got home, I said, "Come downstairs," and then bada boom, bada bing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So, were the family there, or was it just you two?
They were upstairs.
Did they know?
No.
You didn't... Wait. Did you ask permission?
The mom, yes.
What? I don't know. Is there a situation with the dad that, like, maybe...
No, it's just... He didn't respond to me the first time, and I just...
Oh, that's
weird.
Ask. That's weird. That's...
Yeah.
Are you all cool?
Oh, it's all good. Like, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
He just didn't respond. I didn't say what I said. Yo, father-in-law, can I come over? And he said, "No, today's not good today. Whatever." And I was like, "Okay, well, you know what I mean."
So it wasn't hey, can I ask her to marry me? And he was like,
no, it wasn't that. I
don't know about that, son. It was just like, I'm doing this shit now. Either you meet up with me or you don't, kind of thing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was just wondering, but yeah. No, that makes sense. I didn't know if you had like. you know, dude, I know some people that have like had it all set up where they, you know, the family knew and they're ready to celebrate it after kind of thing or not. I just didn't know. Okay, well that makes sense. I didn't know. It was just a weird situation, just being at the game, being like I don't know. Just to me, I was just thinking like, yeah, it just feels like it's my job as a man. Like, you know, as soon as you get into a relationship, if this is gonna be serious, you gotta pony up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Message said, I'm old school, man. Yeah, I know. That's why you keep doing Waza from 1998. Anyway, people in society these days, I shouldn't start. I mean, these days are, okay, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. Man should be a man, head of the household and protector. Yeah, I agree. But anyway, and Thomas says, I'd bolt. So, that's funny. Matt was saying it's zesty as hell to have your girl drop on one knee and you say OMG yes. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's just like
it's 2022, almost 2023. People are gonna be who they want to be.
But I think the way I take it that way, like what he's saying is, the weirdest part to me is this. Is if she were to do that and you weren't ready or it just came out of nowhere, that means that means, hey, you gotta go fucking buy a ring. That means you gotta go buy. It means you gotta go make a big purchase.
Sorry,
that you're not ready for. Maybe
I don't know if I asked or you said. Did you say yes?
Yeah, he said yes. Oh yeah. He did say yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he said yes. So I don't know. There could be a bigger part to the story. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, he did say yes. So yeah.
Maybe he said yes, and then like after he's like just to save face and not embarrass her.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
after it's like what exactly? Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, like to me it would just be like that's the weirdest part to me is not even she's proposing to me, is more the after effects of the story, but then also the after effects of what if I wanted to marry her, but like I didn't have the money at the time to buy a ring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like say I'm hurting right now and I can't afford the ring I want to get, and then it's like.
And then you don't get married at that point, no?
Listen, I guess so, but I guess it's like, listen, sweetheart, I guess we're gonna wait. Thank you for this, but like whatever. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Anyway, just yeah. I know.
It's a story.
I was hoping.
Interesting.
I was hoping to see if maybe you never know. Maybe we might have to ask because maybe Ollie's
girlfriend.
Maybe she might have to do that. Dude, I want him to get her on here so bad. Just because
she'll never.
She wouldn't.
She'll never.
No, and I don't even know. Like I know he said she watched the beginning of this. How great it would be if for some reason she was watching right now and she's like, oh yeah, awesome. I'll pop on. I'll hop on. I'll come on. I do that. I you know what? I'm an investigator. This is what I do for a living. I should reach out. I should find a way to.
Yeah, we've had Ben Jacobs come on. We've had the talent scout come on for interviews. The best interview we'll ever have though is Ali's girlfriend.
Dude, it would actually be fantastic. It would be amazing because you know how many questions we could ask and like just to watch him squirm.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be amazing. Anyway, that's hope you guys are still healthy. Yeah, thank you. I
think I am. I haven't got a medical in a while.
I think so. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm healthy, but I would say I'm all right. I'm all right. It takes a while before I get winded when I'm running. It takes longer than you would think. I'll say that. How about that one? But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Also, if you're here right now and you haven't already, could you please smash that like button? We are one away from 40 likes. I'll ask you to get to 40. Come on, guys. Master G, sorry, you asked this earlier, and I apologize. I missed it. Am I the only one excited for Europa League? Barca, Atletico, Man U, Juve, Ajax, Roma, and Frankfurt. I mean, there could be good matchups, like name-wise, but like I don't know that I'd ever would consider myself excited to be in the Europa League. You know what I mean? No. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
Like,
I hope that Illing Jr., Sule, and Moretti play all those games against I don't care who.
Yeah.
If it's Karabag, if it's Barcelona, I want those kids playing.
Yep. No, I agree. Also, like, there's been a lot of, like, I've seen, like, some Barcelona fans. I know we haven't had, what's his name on here in a while.
Lixum came on he came on Tuesday.
Was he? Oh, of course he did. To talk some shit then, even though they're not proceeding either, kind of thing.
Exactly.
I know, it's so dumb. But, like, at the same time, like, to me, like, Barcelona fans, they live in a world, like, they didn't get beat down 8-2.
Recently,
yeah. I don't. I wish I lived in whatever world they live. I also wish I lived in a world where a team that now is like slowly fading into irrelevancy, especially since Messi left. Like right now, especially even in their own league, that like, maybe have some like realize where you are. Realize you're right there with us.
Yeah, they had to sell a bunch of shit just to be relevant,
Mm-hmm.
and this is their second year in a row going to Europa League.
Yeah.
So they're in no place to chirp.
Absolutely. And then Master G, hey, I agree with you. That's a good place to be. I wish I could be there. It's just, accepting where you are right now. It's not as great as you would like it to be, but if they're going to play them, you might as well be able to enjoy watching them. I'm okay with that. I just think, I think especially, again, I'm this channel. I'm not going to act like we're some serious channel by any means. We're dudes having fun talking Juve, and that's what this is. But what I would say is, as a channel, I don't know. I feel like it's funny because like I think when I first got into this, people actually hear sometimes what we say. Like people I would never expect to hear what we say, if that makes sense. So there is part of me that feels like there is some sense of like I'm not going to mince my words.
Yeah.
Like I like we have to be honest. Like I can't do the cheerleader bullshit. I can't. Yeah. I can't because like to me, again, I feel like when you see that Juventus is playing as bad as they've been, I think the mistakes that have been made with Juventus, the club, the players, the coaches, the management, all that stuff, if you're not fighting against it or fighting for better, then you're enabling the problem. You're assisting them to continue that. So that's me. Rigassi saying, "Hear you, Julian Sule, please." Yeah, I'm here for him getting more playing time. Consider me Primavera Justin now. Let's do it. I'm the same as you, and I hope they play all the youngsters if they make it to Europe. Yeah, I think it's a good time to let them have some run. One last question, and then we'll get out of here. This has been a long stream. It was good though. I feel like we had some good conversation.
Much appreciated,
and appreciate all you guys that have been tuning in as well. So I did have one question. Actually, this was back when we were talking about the pickers. And guys, real quick, this is a good opportunity for me to tell you all, if you're still here, please do check out our pickers. In. I think we should have another one coming out here. The next day or so or two or whatever. We'll see whenever it comes out. But definitely check out that one. I think we have a lot of fun with that. And I think hopefully it could be something that could be really enjoyable, especially when Juventus are playing better. But it also helps to me, like it helps give me some kind of joy, like something to like cheer for, engagement. They say you want to cheer for Julian and cheer against me. Cheer for his picks. Do that. It brings more entertainment to games that maybe don't matter. Like the game that I went into the game against Benfica not caring. But I was rooting for certain things to happen because of that. So it is what it is. But the main question I had, so gambling. So I know obviously healthcare and weed and all that's legal. Is gambling legal where you are?
Oh yeah.
Is it all of Canada?
All bets are on. Not all bets are off. All bets are on.
There's no specific places that don't allow it or anything like that?
Nope. We're that's a good question. I'm pretty sure everywhere in Canada is allowed, but Ontario specifically, you can have betting apps. You can. It's all over the place. You can have betting apps. You can go into the store and get a parlay ticket. All over the place.
Well, I was just wondering because I remember people here locally were talking about. There's a guy I know who Indiana, it's legal. Kentucky, it's still not legal. We're battling. We're fighting for that. Every stupid fucking bums who live out in the middle of Somerset, Kentucky, 2 hours away, middle of nowhere. You know what I'm talking about. They don't want it. They don't want it. But I'm over here living in Louisville. Everybody's going across the river, giving all their money to Indiana, kind of thing. So
pretty stupid, eh?
It's really stupid, eh? But the reason I say that, so a guy who's looking at moving he's looking at moving, but he's looking at houses in Louisville, and he's I don't want to move from Indiana because I don't want to give up DraftKings or give up whatever and stuff like that. And I was like, you don't have to give it up. You literally can just get an app on your phone that fakes where you are. You can say where you are kind of thing. But that's one of the things that he was worried about. And it was one of the things that I was wondering if Canada did. But also, do you remember? So when I was in high school back in the mid 2000s, everybody was playing online poker. like online. Like
Yep.
I remember going over to my friend's house and he'd have it open on his dad's computer, just nonstop playing online poker. Is that still around? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it still? You can still do it?
Yeah.
Okay, because like I feel like
Neymar still he's still like he promotes it.
yeah, because
yeah.
well, because you remember, I mean, I remember that back then, like 2006. I remember I watched the entire
PokerStars.net.
Yeah, yes, poker, yeah, stuff like that. Because I remember back then it was huge and it was everywhere. I literally watched the World Series of Poker like every day during the summer when I was young. I still remember.
I was on a lot.
Jamie Gold. I remember that was a good summer. 06, Italy won the World Cup, and then I remember watching Jamie Gold on that run, and he was just talking some mad shit, and that's why I liked it. There's some dudes that just like talk shit, and when I was in high school, we used to play poker, Texas Hold'em tournaments every weekend in the basement and stuff like that, like all the time. But anyway, I couldn't remember because you never hear it. I feel like you never hear about. Maybe here locally, maybe just here. I never see anything about
you guys.
About that online. I'll have to look it up. I just didn't know if they did.
Also, you know that I can bet because I always talk about my bets. By the way, I hit everything tonight.
Did you? Nice.
Not soccer. Yeah. Hockey. Everything I hit tonight.
Well, right, but like here's the thing. Like I can bet. Like I'm betting. You're just fake. I'm just faking where I am. And stuff like that. Like I'm literally, my brother had the app so he could play stupid Pokemon Go and pretend. So he didn't have to leave his house. I want to go get a Mewtwo. So I'm just sitting my fat ass on the couch getting Mewtwo. Instead of all the people that are like, we're using this how you're supposed to go travel and whatever. He's just sitting his ass on the couch. Doing stuff like or whatever. I don't know. I haven't been playing. I don't know what they. I think I played in 2016 when they did it for like a month, and then I was done because I never could evolve my stupid Squirtle to a Blastoise. Anyway, I didn't know how to do it. I'm not. I played it when I was a kid. I'm too old. Maybe when my kids start playing it again. Okay. Yeah. Rick Aussie using the emojis. Yeah. Evil Ale. Using the evil Ale emojis. Let's see what else we got here. Edgar saying maybe Vlahovic ain't all that. I have more confidence in Milik. He's more clinical and more decisive. Honestly, I do kind of feel more confidence right now in Milik. I don't know if it's all Vlahovic. I mean, okay, if Vlahovic plays like he did, what game was Torino? Yeah, where he willed Juventus to win. That's a guy I can get behind. But there's times where it's normal. I also expect it when you get frustrated with yourself, it affects your game, and he does get in his head a little bit sometimes.
Here's an idea. How about try playing them both at once?
Yeah. I honestly, I do understand that when you brought Milik in, the whole point was saying that Milik was going to be the guy, the vice of him. But when they're together, like to me, give me that
it's
every time.
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, until Chiesa is back, until you have another guy like who can play alongside him like that, might as well use him instead of freaking Kolstich next to him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
absolutely.
Come to Australia. Betting is everywhere. Well, I mean, betting's here. I mean, I love to come to Australia for other reasons. Also, Rick Aussie, big fan of Bluey. Bluey's a great show. Great show, fantastic. I wish America.
Bluey do a shoey?
I don't know. If Bluey does a Bluey's. I think in the show, Bluey's a 7-year-old. I think, but it's a good kid show. It's made for adults. It's for adults. Nice. It's if you got kids, you'll do it. Okay. I think we got to wrap this up. We've been going long enough. We had some fun. I could talk all night. My voice is going to go soon. But we had a lot of fun. Guys, if you're in here and you haven't hit that like button, do me a favor. We still want one more to get to 40. One more to get to 40. I'm begging you. Give us the 40th like. We'll really appreciate it. If you haven't already, do that. Smash the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. Stay notified for all our latest videos. We're going to have these live streams every single Thursday night. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Thomas said, go, Leafs, go. We're going to do these every single Thursday night, so we appreciate you all that tune in. It seems like we have pretty regular guests or you all joining us. I know Rick Aussie. I know Edgar. Of course, I know Thomas and all you guys, Matt as well, and everybody else that's in here, Master G, et cetera, et cetera. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You can follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, so he doesn't get upset. You can follow Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Alejandro at AlejandroBZ. Make sure you check in the Pickers-In video as well. Of course, you can follow bianconerizone at bianconerizone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Guys, we will see you all next time. Forza Juve. Forza Bianconeri.
Say hello to your old lady for me.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back.
Did everybody go? Did everybody leave? Just shout out, thanks to everybody who tuned into today's show. We had a lot of fun this evening. Went for long over 2 hours, so thanks to everybody for that. I appreciate Rick Ossie for the support again with the super chat. It really does help our channel to continue to grow. If you guys haven't already, make sure you tune in to all of our other content. And of course, have a good Halloween weekend. Julian, maybe we should we doing costumes for show? You got a costume? We doing that? No?
Yeah, we can do that.
Could be
when
fun.
Do you want to do that?
If we do a live stream, maybe if we do one, you're out this weekend though, aren't you?
Yeah, this weekend is a little bit a no-go for me.
Maybe Monday? We'll see. Maybe
Monday.
We'll see. I don't know if I pick my kid up or not. Anyway, guys, thank you all. We'll talk about it. You all have a good day or night, wherever you are. Peace out.